Hello? Can you hear me? Testing?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay, with that, I think we're live.
Can you hear us? Hello? Yes, we hear. Oh, perfect. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to the Corsair PC building stream with me, Nerdy Netty, who I just recently switched over to DIY. And here is Andrew, our PC specialist.
PC specialist is potentially a little bit misleading, but I'll do my best to make sure she doesn't make any mistakes today.
He's here to guide me in my adventure to changing my streaming PC from its mixed matchedness to a full white PC build. And thanks to AMD and Gigabyte, right?
Yep. Gigabyte Aorus, yeah.
Gigabyte Aorus for also supporting the stream today with the graphics card and the motherboard. So, yay! It's huge. We'll go through that afterwards. We're going to go step by step on everything. But yeah, I want to learn how to do PC building, and so Andrew here is going to help me out with all of that. The first thing we're going to do is taking out the PSU first.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the system that you've got first.
Okay, yes.
So the idea is, this is Nettie's original system that we've got at the moment. As you can see here, her friends helped her out with all the amazing
my friend did.
cableness.
Yeah. Look at that.
A friend who, yeah. So we're going to use our IQ Link system and hopefully tidy that up and put it in this case that we've got over here, which is our 3500X.
Which you can also win today in the giveaway. So if you do exclamation giveaway in both YouTube and on Twitch, you can enter in to get a 3500X case, either in white or in black. You choose once we pick the winner.
Exactly. So should we get on with some Halloween PC surgery?
Halloween PC surgery.
Let's do it. Cool. So the first thing we need to do is want your CPU out, and we want your NVMe drive out, and your capture cards, I guess.
We do have an overhead cam that Ollie is working towards
Cool.
making happen.
Awesome. Right. Okay. So let's take out the capture cards, and we'll take out the NVMe drive and put it to one place. We'll keep the CPU safe for the moment. So if you want to get going with that, where'd the toolkit go?
Yeah, so we also, well, hold on. We're having some camera issues.
Camera issues?
Well,
oh, no.
That's okay. But one thing I wanted to show you, because we give these away all the time on stream with Bob and myself and sometimes Lucky and Kaylin. But this is the Corsair toolkit that you can get on our website or during the giveaways, during our streams. But it's awesome.
It is very good.
We'll be playing around with that today, showcasing just how awesome it is. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go for
All right.
it.
So
start taking your capture card bits and pieces out and your other stuff, and we'll put it to one side. Obviously, normally we'd use an anti-static brace, but we don't have one in the studio at the moment. But, you know.
That's my bad. I should have brought one, really. So thank you, everyone, for being here today and watching me totally not fail, because I will become a PC specialist. So one of the things about the Corsair toolkit is that it has a magnet here on the top of, like, so this is the case top, right? So you take that off, and then here it's all the magnets, so you can put your little screws there and not lose anything. Okay, we're just gonna be right back and see what's going on with the sound, and we'll sort this out while that's happening. The screw might have gone missing. Wobble.
Okay, so
Okay, we're back, and you can hear us. Yeah.
there you go. So first technical problem wasn't actually Nettie's. It was the stream guy.
Sorry.
Whoa. You know what? You can just blame me. It's fine. Okay, so we are going to switch over to the overhead and see if sound is working. Hey, hello, testing.
Epic, can you hear me?
I don't see any bars moving.
Yes, you can
Excellent.
hear us.
Okay,
Epic.
fantastic. Yay! Okay, so as you can see, hello. We are removing my. Yes, we were removing my NVMe storage.
I'm going to go and get an anti-static bag for you to put this stuff in.
Chat, before I remove this plate, can you guess which NVMe I got underneath here? Oh my goodness. Yo, Brez, that's not even fair. You should. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we should go without saying that Brez is not allowed to answer. A 4 terabyte, the MP510 wild guess. Pretty close though.
It's got an XT in it.
Woo! Right there we go. Oh,
So are you planning on watching any Halloween movies tonight,
there we go.
Nate? Ooh, MP600.
Yeah. Can you guess which Halloween movie I'm gonna watch?
No.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay, fair. Nice Tim Burton film. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's take your MP600, and what we'll do is we'll put it in an anti-static bag for now.
So even with the sticky bit, do you still just put it back on top, or?
What's that?
Like-
yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. That's basically a thermal pad, so
okay.
it takes heat off of the drive. So even the actual sticker itself,
Yeah.
that's actually a thermal sticker. So when you get them, don't take them off, because people
Okay.
do actually take it off, but it helps transfer the heat from the memory chips up onto the heatsink and then dissipates it.
Okay. Perfect.
So any other movies? Mine, I'm thinking about going home and watching The Thing. I love a bit of John
Oh my
Carpenter.
gosh, The Thing.
Yeah. And maybe if I get time, Alien, the original one. That one I quite like.
Have you seen the Romulus one?
I have seen Romulus.
Yeah, it was there was some really cool scenes in there. Like,
Yeah. It's
that whole acid scene with the thing, I was like, whoa. I don't want to spoil anyone, but do you remember that?
Yeah, no, it's certainly hitting the nostalgia button for sure.
I don't think that's in.
What about you guys? Anybody got any favourite Halloween films you'll be watching tonight?
Okay, so I think that's secure in there. So then I just put back on the.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Take your capture cards out,
yes.
because we'll have those for later. And we'll remove the CPU at the end once we're ready with the other stuff.
Yeah, those are Elgato captures, obviously. Please do not judge me for how dusty my my fans are. I thought I had it like I always had this part and like all the filters clean, but I never really like paid too much attention to the to the fans, and I apologize.
So also the problem with white PC builds, you have to make sure you keep them clean.
Yeah. There we go.
Nightmare Before Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 3, yes, that is a good
Oh my god,
film.
Scary Movie. I like how that's resurfacing a lot on Twitter lately.
Dust in the Wind, which is that one? I don't remember that one. Remember Dust Devil, but...
Okay.
They're making a new Scary Movie? That sounds awesome.
Are they really?
According to chat.
So this is these are really easy to pop in and out. All right, both of those are off and secure.
Sweet. Let's move this out for now.
Wait, do we not want to take anything?
Well, we'll take the CPU out later because that's the other bit that we'll need, and we need your power supply.
Okay.
So, I mean, we could take the power supply out now. In fact, yeah, actually, let's just do that now.
Okay, so when it's, do we want to,
Right.
Is that okay?
Here we go.
All right.
We'll take that drive out. So is this where you store all of your games?
No, so this is my streaming PC.
This is your stream PC.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So yes, all the streaming goodness. Thank
There
you.
you go. You can undo those.
Okay.
Still got the screwdriver.
I see. Okay. There's only 2 in here. Is that normal?
I don't know, you made it. No, there's normally you can do 4, but 2,
okay.
It doesn't matter too much. It's a solid state drive, so.
Okay.
With the older platter drives, you needed to screw them all in because it pretty much worked like a magnetic record player is the best way to describe it. Just show my age there talking about platter hard drives.
I don't know where, hold on.
Have you lost the end of the screwdriver already?
Maybe. No.
Yeah, sweet.
Perfect. Okay, and then with the PSU, we just have to just
What we'll do is
connect it.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit difficult. This is why we built our shifts power supplies because we have all the connectors across the top here.
Okay.
But this is one of our HX1000s, which are still a really good power supply. But we'll have to disconnect all of these cables first, and then we'll unscrew the power supply
Okay.
from there so you can get at it. I'll help out because 4 hands are better than 2.
Do we have music in the background, like for the stream? Oh, nice.
What kind of soundtrack are we playing in the background?
So spacey lo-fi.
Spacey lo-fi. Hi, Bob. The Shift PSUs and Link are such a godsend. Ah,
I love them.
that's good feedback. Nettie misplacing things? What? No, I would never. Just waiting for my new fans to get here so I can switch to the Link. I know.
Nice.
We're going to be showcasing that today.
Yeah, Link is awesome.
Of course, we build cooling supplies. Why you didn't build some coolers for GPUs with air cooler?
With air coolers for GPUs. To be honest, I mean, the AIC, so the people that make the cards, pretty much already do decent air coolers and have various
Bob
different
said
ranges.
there is no music on the background.
There is no music? Oh no, Mr.
no.
Stream Man. But we do have Hydro X parts, so we've got water cooler for all the cards. Well, for a select amount of the cards. And we've got like a generic one as well. So for the ones that don't have IQ Link, there are adapters. So check it out on the website.
Good question. So this red button here is for if I say, or if Andrew says something horribly wrong while we're doing our PC build, and it will sound like this.
But you're going to have to correct me if I get something. Feel free to ask me questions and try and catch me out.
Yeah.
Obviously about Corsair stuff and nothing about like how many LEDs are in something.
Yeah. But Bob's actually really knowledgeable about how many LEDs are.
Is he?
A little bit, yeah. He's been training.
Oh. Bob, I think we need to arrange like a Corsair competition at some point
Oh
or
my
another.
god, actually that would be a brilliant idea. Corsair quizzes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Do you want to move this part?
Yeah, we could take the...
Can we?
We can take that out.
Maybe it'll help a little bit. Oh, I see.
So there's like 2 screws for the hard drive cage.
Okay.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to take it out, but we'll do it. So the thing is, you still need to get to the bottom screw. And there's the motherboard tray in the way. I'm not going to be able to get to that one. I'll just carry on with what I was doing.
How many? Because how many LED lights are in the RX 120 fans? I mean, it's not hard. It's, like, if we're asking you, you could obviously just check.
He's literally going to be Googling it right now.
So, I mean, I am a really big Corsair fan.
3060. I'm a really big Corsair fanboy, and an RTX 3060. You'd buy a graphics card if we made graphics cards.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine?
Yeah, I don't think that's something we're going to do, to be honest. We're pretty much like staying away from the... There we go, I got it. Staying away from the hard drive, from the hardware section. What was the question? How many LEDs are in the RX fans, Bob? We did make a GPU?
We did?
Okay, you've called me out. I didn't know that we made a GPU.
You collabed with MSI.
Well, that's news to me. How long ago was that?
Look at us learning now, too. Okay, so we're taking out the PSU, which is the HX...
In fact, you should be doing this.
Yes, HX 1000. Okay, so here...
GTX 10 series. Okay. I'll check that out when I get home. I didn't realise. Are you sure? Was it a case of we just made the cooling and MSI made the card? Was that the collab that we did? I'm assuming that must have been it, right?
I think that sounds more right.
8. Nice. So, true or false, Bob? Are there 20 LEDs in the new Titan AIO cooler?
Oh. I'm very excited about seeing this cooler. So thank you also to Corsair for helping me with all the bits and bobs.
There we go. One power supply.
Woo!
Cool.
Look at that.
There you go.
Thank you. And look at that. It's not even dusty or anything. So yay.
Right, let's put this to one side for now. How many LEDs does it take to make a PC run faster? As many as you can.
All the LEDs.
Exactly.
Putting this on the side, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe these are both 4K 60 Pros, so good.
Cool. So we've got your cables over there for the power supply.
Okay.
So we've got the new PSU cable kit. As you can see, Nate was getting a bit excited and opened it already.
This was Jasper. Don't worry. Dogs are funny, aren't they? So please don't mind the box. But since we're just going to rip things open anyways, let's just do that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so please, this is the part that I need help with a little bit, like figuring out how cords... Oh, I see. Okay, so yes. So the cords here have descriptions on them.
Yeah.
So
what does it mean on the end?
like the PCLE
Yeah.
and Type 4 and stuff?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a good question.
Cool. So basically, that's the 24-pin ATX connector for your motherboard.
Okay.
And then the reason it's like Type 4 is that you've got Type 4 and Type 5 connectors for the power supplies.
Okay.
So the Type 5 is a newer version for newer ATX power supplies, and it's like a much smaller end, basically.
Oh, I see.
So that bit where I was struggling to get those cables out, it makes it a little bit easier. Plus, there are other reasons, but that's kind of the crux of it, really.
Okay, and then how can we have so many?
Because all of the power supplies, well, a vast majority of the power supplies are modular, so depending on how many devices you've got. So we put as much in the cable kit as you can use, pretty much, but you won't need half of this.
Okay.
So, but you will need that one. And
so then we can just keep this for another build then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will need that one, and you will need that one, and that one.
Type 5 or schmau?
That one. Type 5 are very schmau.
Show schmau. I have a question for Andrew. When was Corsair founded?
Oh, 1994.
Hey, good job.
And yeah. There you go, 30th birthday.
Woo! 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Corsair.
Exactly. I'm glad that I got that one right.
Do you
Otherwise, I
remember
would be
which month
very
it was?
unpopular right now. Huh?
Do you remember which month it was?
Oh, was it January?
It was primarily memory back then. So did that Corsair
It was
start?
memory. So basically, Corsair started by doing server memory, because back then the memory controllers weren't on the CPU; they were actually on all of the memory sticks. So it was actually server memory that they used to make. And the memory controllers were so good, overclockers, because back then high-end overclocking was even more popular because CPU stuff was a bit different. So people started using the memory for overclocking and for gaming because they realised it was really good. And that's how we basically just got in there.
And still holding strong. Like our memory is one of our most sought after.
Memory is still one of our strongest things, definitely.
Yeah.
So we've got some here, our White Vengeance memory.
That's
DDR5. So cool, right, we'll move these to one side.
The pump cap LEDs.
Yes. Let's have a look at the motherboard.
Oh my gosh. Chat, look how beautiful this is.
Guys. Thank you very much for this, Gigabyte, guys.
Thank you, Gigabyte. So this is the Stealth Ice. Like, how cool is that name?
Exactly. So I love the stuff about the Stealth, and this is for the 3500 case as well. So a lot of the manufacturers now are making things with rear-facing connectors. So all those power supply cables and things you just saw, basically the connectors are now on the back of the motherboard, which means that your builds look even cooler, because let's face it, this is... All right, I'm going to sound a bit like a geek now, but this is really sexy. I really like this
so
board.
Pretty. Oh. Do we have a close-up? Sorry. We're coming in hot. Look how pretty that is.
Look at all the plastic to peel off later.
Oh, it's so nice. Like, that is, like, unbelievably beautiful.
That is very nice. Let's have a look at the graphics card as well in just a second.
Okay.
And there you go. Like, you can see all the connectors on the back of the board.
Yeah, so this is all now in the back here.
So all of our new chassis support these new back-facing motherboards.
Yeah.
So this is Stealth from Gigabyte, and then I think it's like MSI call theirs Project Zero, and Asus call theirs BTF. Yeah, I'll put the anti-date back there for me. That's perfect.
Okay.
And then we got a nice white graphics card, courtesy of AMD and Power Color.
Yeah. So thanks. Oh. So this is the Hellhound AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT. So we're big fans of AMD. Well, at least I certainly am.
Afternoon, Harley.
Okay. Where is it? Oh yeah. Da 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 da. Oh my god. So this is exceptionally pretty because it also matches really well with the motherboard. They both have this like clear fans, which is like the first time I'm seeing it. I don't know how you've seen it before.
Not that one, no.
Yeah, that is awesome. So pretty. So thank you. This is huge.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely very much a Gigabyte fan when it comes to a lot of this stuff because I've been building with that stuff for a very long time.
Yeah.
But it's all down to personal preference, you know. So.
Yeah, this is very future-proof. So this is why we're building with it today.
Cool. Should we put that back in the bag then? We'll move it out of the way and then potentially, I think, put your power supply in that case.
Okay.
In the new one. And we'll do it bit by bit. There is the box.
There's the box. Ooh. Oh. So again, make sure to enter into the giveaway because you can win yourself this 3500 case. RGB.
All right.
Great costume. Who am I? If anyone can guess, I'm proud of you. Andrew was the original 3 founders.
He was.
With his outfit.
No, a different Andrew.
That's who he's dressed up as right now.
I do like this case.
Yeah, it's nice, right? Like, boom. Oh yeah. So then the first
So
thing
all
we
the bits
always
pop.
Yeah, the first thing we want to do is take away all the walls and stuff. So that makes it easier, right?
Yeah. So they're all like special pop mounts. I always worry I'm going to break these things when I do it. Obviously I'm not, but there you go.
There you go. I feel like we are actually doing surgery. Like, wrap. Okay.
There you go.
We're leaving all the plastic to peel off later at the end.
I do love the fact that you can just pop these off.
Yes.
Less screws.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, like, there we go. That's a skeleton right there.
So here's a question for you.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
That's the hub.
Cool. Do you know how many devices you can support with those?
You can do up to, I mean, 9 safe, like I know 9, right? Or is it up to 11?
So it used to be
12.
that you could do 7 per channel.
7 per channel.
Originally, when we first launched it. And we have a habit of over-engineering things, so we realised that actually we could increase that.
Okay.
So we changed it a little while ago with some IQ updates, and now you can literally have 12 per
12,
channel.
that's right,
So
okay,
you can
yeah.
have 24 devices in total running off that one little hub, which is really cool. Right. Where did you put your power supply?
Here.
Okay. So do you want to put your power supply in the back, and then what we'll do is we'll put the screws back in there for now.
So wait, I want to have it down though, no?
Sorry?
Yeah?
Yeah, that way round. Yeah, that's it. Fan at the bottom.
Fan at the bottom.
Because then you've got the intake there.
That's right. Okay.
So
Okay.
we might have to move this again later for the cables, but at least that way it's in there and it's done. So,
It was these ones, right?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is why we have this.
Right, you might just want to hold.
Oh.
In fact, I'll hold that for you. There
Thank
you.
you.
There's the lighting with the down lights. I can't quite see it myself. Can you see it?
Um.
Want to move it forward a bit?
There, we got it. I think. Sorry.
So what Halloween games have you been playing? I was asking you earlier about Silent Hill and stuff.
Silent Hill 2. I basically always play Halloween games.
I've been playing the new Call of Duty 6 because obviously Corsair's just done a Call of Duty 6 sponsorship.
Yes.
So we've got like loads of peripherals and bits and pieces. Hang on one second. And the new Zombies game is really cool. Let's try that.
Just because I can't see. Hold on.
It is dark. Hang on, look, turn it on its side. Wrong side. I can't see because the light.
Do you guys want to do a boost on light?
We should be all right. It's just we don't want to do it from that side. So can you see it if I turn it like that? Can you actually see the screw holes now? Should line up, right?
Yes, I think this one does.
Yeah. So not a technical problem, just a lighting problem because we
Yeah.
set it up for the downlights for the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Those nails are definitely not conducive to PC build.
Look, I got them freshly done
they look
for
fabulous.
this stream.
They are.
That's
They
right.
are fabulous.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. Is that one done there? Yeah.
yeah, should be 4 in total.
It's cool that you have like multiple different parts to.
What fans? We're using RX fans. So we've got a whole host of different fans at the moment for the Corsair Link system. So there's QX, LX, and then these ones are RX. So, and these are the RX RGB fans.
It's a good question too.
It is.
The difference between RX, LX, and QX. So
QX is basically like quad LED, and then you've got the single line LED for the LX fans, and then RX are our more performance range fans where we've got less LEDs, and so it's more function and less form. Whereas the others are obviously designed for close encounters of the RGB kind. Trying to stay on Halloween theme. I mean, admittedly, it's sci-fi.
Not nailing it.
Not nailing it.
You are nailing it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't think that's right.
Where are you going? Is either there?
That is one, yeah. Almost there.
Which ones are the magnetic ones? Quite a few of them are actually magnetic LED fans in those ranges. Yeah, QX definitely is.
I have a question here. Is that HX1000 a platinum or a titanium?
This one is platinum.
I was going to say platinum,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to double check that myself, but I'm fairly certain it's platinum. A lot of the power supplies are actually moving standards because so originally with power supplies, people started coming out with standards to make sure that they were actually rated correctly. So they came out with 80 plus standard, which you probably all heard of. And then as time went on, that then moved over and you had like 80 plus, silver, gold, platinum. And now there's a new standard that people are starting to use, which you'll start seeing appearing on our power supply boxes, which is cybernetics. So keep an eye out for those. Bob, yes, 20. Yes, I did mean 20. You're quite correct.
I had to use it one time, sorry.
Well, no, I got it correct. He checked. He got it correct.
Oh, he got it correct.
This is the 3500X. So this is the Corsair IQ Link 3500X RGB case. So there's 3 versions. Basically, one comes without fans, one comes with the RX fans, and then we've got another one which comes with the RS ARGB fans, basically. So
good memory.
because if you're outside of the IQ Link system, we've got a whole host of fans and things at the moment, which is ARGB on the motherboard, and then it's got a PWM header for the fans, and then you can daisy chain those for the motherboard.
Yes.
Cool.
Which we'll showcase today.
Right, I'm just thinking, we can secure the motherboard down, but we probably will need to change this for the CPU cooler later, because this is the mounting bracket.
Okay.
So I think what we'll do is we'll take the CPU out of your old system and put it straight into the board, and that's the best way for us to protect it at the moment.
Okay.
Because, yeah, so we'll do that bit next.
Perfect.
Right.
Yes. Ooh. No. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Nettie's destroying the place.
No, I'm good.
There we go.
Okay. Again, please don't judge me.
Okay.
On the dirtiness
have
of
you
it.
got the motherboard? Bring the motherboard back over for us. Because we need to leave it in the box. So traditionally, I always used to build with the motherboards on top of the boxes, and then test them. But the one thing with the rear-facing boards is you can't just put them flat anymore because the rear-facing connectors. So while it looks really cool in the system and they're easy to build with, doing it like that's a bit of a pain. So cool. Right, do you want to sort out removing this?
Yeah, so what I remember from this part is that you want to place it in like opposite corners and then also taking off in opposite corners. Is that correct?
Yeah. Right. In diagonals, yeah, that's the one.
In diagonals. And then do I take off this first part here?
Yeah.
Okay. Or, yeah, right?
So on this one, it's actually the older connection type. So for this, all you need to do is just remove these 2, I think, and it should just come straight off on that older one.
Okay.
All the new ones are like 4. Yeah.
But there's 4 other ones here.
So that's actually this is actually for the socket itself, so you don't need to remove those ones.
Okay. So because it's only the two, you just kind of still do it slowly and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Try and do it like evenly as you go along.
And that is just so it doesn't pop off on. Okay.
Yeah, because they're under quite a bit of tension. Because you obviously want to make
so
sure it's nice and tight.
They're both loose now.
Yeah.
And then, what's the best way or like delicate way to removing
just
it?
take it off.
Really?
Yeah, should be cool. It might be a bit stuck because of the thermal paste.
Yeah. And then you just kind of wiggle it.
Is that definitely undone? No, that's not undone.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's why.
Oh.
Right, there you go. Try it.
Okay.
Try it now.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, and then there's a cord here. So then how do you...
Let's have a look. Oh, I see. So that's got the older connection type on it. Does that actually remove? No, that one doesn't. Okay. Right.
Learning.
Yes. What you might want to do is just get a bit of like one of the anti-static bags or something to lift this out, just so you don't get thermal paste everywhere. And you need to be like super careful with these as well, because all the pins normally on the, although to be honest, this is your older board, so, but you just want to be super careful you don't bend the pins when you're taking it out.
Okay.
So I've moved the part for you, so you should just be able to lift the CPU out.
With my fingies?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to...
The pins will be on the motherboard, so it's more your new board we need to be super careful with, but also be careful with this one just in case we need to go back to your old board for whatever reason. You got it?
Think so? Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, did it. And then do I want to remove the old thermal paste?
You do, indeed, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is it okay to just...
With that, you've got your pins on the bottom of the CPU there. So
Yeah.
turn it up. So yeah, just try and clean it and just make sure you don't bend those.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
What you doing?
Just put in this back here. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Why are we removing the CPU? Because we're just upgrading my whole entire stream system. Okay, we're gonna be right back, and we're just gonna take a moment to switch this out. So see you in a minute. back. Okay.
Right. So having double checked that, we've realised that the CPU that you've got here is an AM4 CPU, but what we've actually got you is a newer AM5 motherboard.
Right.
Because when I was asking for it, I thought it was an AM5 CPU you had. So we're definitely going to have a bit of a problem there. I think what we can try and do is see if we've got another CPU that I can sort you out with. We'll go and check in a second, but we can certainly build the rest of the system up because it would be a shame not to use this lovely board. So I will go and check. If you want to start securing this into the case,
Right. Okay.
then I'll go and check what we got.
In the meantime, this is okay to just put over there?
Yes, just be super careful with it. Yeah,
super
because we don't want to ruin your CPU.
Okay, perfect.
Cool, I'll be back.
Okay, well, this is definitely the joy of building PCs. But that will be it for my streaming PC. So I'm going to actually use this, and I'm going to practice more building with the whole thing. So I'm going to keep it, but for now, put this to the side. And I'm going to attempt to do this by myself. What could go wrong? I don't know where that come from. I'll just put this over here. Okay. So if there's a video on the Corsair YouTube channel where Nick is doing like an ASMR build, and it's actually really a lovely video. And I like studied that video. So I was like, this is actually really good just to watch for knowledge, but also to just have a nice ASMR video. Okay. Ooh. Right, because it doesn't have any screws or anything on it now, right? No. I'm going to say... Yeah, I think the screws are on in the little package here, so I just want to make sure. This is heavy. I don't trust myself. Hold on. This should be fun. Me trying to do it by myself? Absolutely. Because these are the mounts here, and they're supposed to have screws with it, but I don't see... I've never worked with a motherboard where it has it on the back and stuff, so I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Are the standoffs in? You say, what? I didn't cut myself. The standoffs. Oh, there's also, is that something to peel off? Like this back part here? $5 years? Oh my God. We trust you? I wouldn't trust me. I think this is something to peel off here. Oh, it is. Okay, wait. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Good thing I caught that. Boom. Okay, step one. I don't think you, like, it doesn't, So it looks like it goes to this, and then you have little screws, but I have no idea where the screws might be. for that. When in doubt, manual comes out. Absolutely. There's an installing guide. Okay. Ollie. Okay, let's see if this says anything. Like maybe it was supposed to be in our little box kit. Got zip ties. These are like really big ones. I don't think these are it though. So it just covers quite a lot. It does. It's beautiful. Yeah, it might be one of those. Let's see.
I'm in here saying the motherboard standoffs come with the case.
Come with a case. Yeah, so I'm assuming that one of it's one like these ones here. So maybe this bottom one. Okay. That's good to know. They're called standoffs. I don't think there's anything else I need to do with the back here. Besides taking that off. So I'm just going to place that on here. I see. Okay, got that. Whoa, there's like this little like latch here. I wonder what that's for. Because otherwise I'd only see one part to screw in. And I guess maybe the rest would be from the back. I would rather remove than install standoff. The build is going to be so pretty. Yeah. This is Nate's first time building. I have built, but I've always had assistance. So this is my first time trying to figure out a whole motherboard by myself. This is exactly why we're doing this, because I wanted to learn more about how to build PCs and get more familiarized, and especially having Aju with me. But then we had this little fun hiccup. It seems like it screws from the back then. But that doesn't make any sense either. Oh, it's come back. Thank goodness. Ah, I see. There it is. That makes much more sense. That's cool. Look at that. It's magnetic. Look at that. I think oh my god. I was talking to myself this whole time. So I find one screw here, there's a screw here, and I think these are part of it, right? With the case?
Right, okay. So the screws that you want, not these ones by the looks of things. Let's have a look. So the screws you want to use.
We still have those scissors somewhere, right?
We do. These ones normally. We'll check if they're the magnetic types. I normally have some others, but.
Careful.
Yeah.
I was all by myself.
Sorry, I was just trying to get you another CPU.
No luck.
Sorry? There is potentially something we can use, but if not, what we could do is just use your other board for now and then do a rebuild for you.
Okay.
Because when we were talking, I could have sworn it was a AM5 that you had, not an AM4, so it wasn't until we went to take it out that I realised that it was actually that, which is obviously not the best, because it's kind of like a round peg, square hole. So, okay.
Right.
That's cool. You've done that really cool. Wow. Got the latch.
They have latches. Yeah, so it wasn't so like, because I was just making sure I was doing it right. But yeah. So there was a plastic bit that I peeled off back, but before putting it on. But I don't think there was anything else I needed to do. So. Yeah,
I assume they've just put these magnets down here for making the rest of the board flush. That is really nice. That board.
It's so nice.
Right.
Okay, hold on.
I just want to check something before we screw this in, just that we can get access to the back if we need to from the panel. Okay.
Yeah, do we want to remove anything?
I don't think we need to remove anything with the new AIO brackets that we've got for our Titan cooler. So let me just double check that as well, and then I will double check with the CPU, and then we can get going again.
Chat, how often do you upgrade your PCs? Which CPU did you get? I have the AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. I've had that for a while. I actually got that, so during the time, I think it was during COVID, and then you remember how it was so hard to get, I mean, it still is hard to get CPUs and everything, right? Yeah, so it was really hard to get a CPU, and I remember seeing a weird, like, combo sale for, I think it was like a case with, and then you get a CPU with it, and that's how I just like found it. Oh my god, it was a miracle. And I got it, and no one noticed the sale or the combo sale at all, so I was like, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, I've had it ever since. It's a really good CPU.
Right, I've got the AMD brackets. I just need to check on the CPU and stuff. So I'm just debating whether we use your board for now and then potentially do another upgrade with that one once we've got you another one.
Okay.
For some reason I thought it was an AM5 CPU that you had and it was the 95. So let's have a look.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
It's
I
like
quite
little
like that. And it
covers.
just looks at all flash and that is gorgeous.
Okay, so then we would have to switch over to take out everything for the...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just want to see on the bracket how you actually do this one, because with some of them, you remove the part itself. With this, I'm fairly certain that we just use the standard bracket over the top. I just need to double check. That's the warranty information. I will go and have a look in a second for you. Cool.
Built my PC for 8 years ago. You built your PC 8 years ago. You've only upgraded a couple things.
Give me one second.
Sorry, yeah. Do you want me to put... Okay.
Sorry?
You want me to put this back into the case?
Put which back into the case, sorry?
The motherboard back in here?
I'm just going to double check on the securing of the AIO, because I just want to make sure that we don't need to remove the back and then we can just secure the board in.
Okay.
But I need to check on the CPU as well, that we've got an AM5 CPU that I can use for you. If not, we'll just take your board out and then swap that across, basically. So I'm just double checking quickly.
We got this. Hi, buddy. What you recommend to be used for cleaning thermal paste off a CPU? Yeah. Boom. Isopropanol alcohol. I think this is 90%. Yeah, 99. That is, every time I look it up or Google it, it always says 99%. So, alcohol. Some people apparently use nail polish remover, which is the same thing, but nail polish remover is 70% because I guess, don't trust people with their fingernails. I guess I have no idea, but 99% is the best. It just comes right off. And then it just evaporates really quickly. Are the Call of Duty peripherals available to purchase only through your website? I believe so, yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Nail polish remover smells horrible. It really does. This is not, I mean, doesn't smell that great, but at least it doesn't smell bad. It's only for a few minutes while it evaporates.
Right, I've just double checked. The system that we've got for the AM5 CPU is in use for something else. So what we'll do is we'll put your board in this system, because the good thing about the case is obviously we can use the BTF stuff. So we're really sorry, Gigabyte, we can't use your board for the rest of this stream, but it is beautiful. I'll find it a good home. It might go back to my house.
What?
No, I mean... But yes, we'll quickly swap that out, and then we'll put your board, and then we've got your Vengeance memory that you've got in there and stuff as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So let's put that away for now. I mean, we can potentially revisit this at another point.
Yep. So which CPU would you put in this one then?
In this one, so this is an AM5. So it's like all of the new AMD CPUs at the moment. They've got all the Ryzen and everything else. The one that you've got is just a slightly older one. So the main difference being is that all the pins for the CPU are now on the, for the connection are actually on the motherboard behind this socket.
Okay.
And then the CPU that you've got, the AM4 type, is a different socket type. So basically the actual CPU itself has all the pins built into it. So as soon as we took the actual back off, I realised it was the wrong one, which is why I wanted to cut to see if we had another CPU that we could check on something. So at the moment, I don't have one on site that we can use. So we'll put your board in and everything else, and we'll build the system up, and then you've still got an upgrade.
I will, I can look into upgrading my CPU as well for later for that board.
Exactly.
Use later.
Well, in which case...
At least we got to show how the Titan works with previous generations and new generations. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. In which case, let's get your board, your older system up, and then we'll take that one out. Here we go.
Ooh. It's okay to crush the cords.
There we go. Okay, let's see what we can get to. Yes, it does have AM4 mountings, yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
Whoa.
So that's your 24-pin PCI connection. That's your USB 3 header.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the 8-pin connectors. Serial ATA. Okay, one thing we can do is actually put your NVMe drive back in that we put to one side earlier. I got the screwdriver just here. I've got the drive down here.
Oh, you do? You have it? Oh, I see, sorry. I was wondering where it went. So I was like,
Cool. Right, did you want to do the honours? Just take that back off and we'll put that back in. Is it that one that was under? What's that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The frog.
The frog. So cute. You just slide it in.
Yeah.
And then...
That's it. And then you just put your heatsink on top. Normally there'd be like a little screw down there, but I think when you were doing that before it must have been missing because it wasn't there when we built your system up earlier.
No, it was missing.
The annoying thing is I think I've got an AM5 CPU at home.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Cool. If you put that back on, I'm just going to check the multi-mount for this one. Intel. That looks like the adjustable AMD one to me.
seems secure to me. Okay, good.
Cool. We need that little the bracket that was for the top of the board. You saw where that went earlier? No?
Nope.
Okay. Let me put it down here. No, I can look for that in a second. Don't worry. If you come over, and what we'll do is, if you can look, so you can see the screws that will match. In fact, we can probably use the same screws that are in your board at the moment. So down the bottom here, you see that that's the front-facing audio header for the board there. That's your front-facing USB header. And then what I'll get you to do is if you start taking the screws out, that'll be some of the thermal paste from earlier. So we'll have to reapply some thermal paste. Good thing is with the AIOs is that they come with thermal paste pre-applied on them as well. So if you take out the screws from there and there, we'll see if we can reach to take the board out. We might have to remove your AIO just to get to the screws that are at the top.
Okay.
But if you start on that, I'm just going to go and double check something for you really quickly.
Okay.
And then we'll get going on the other bits.
Where is the chipset heatsink cover, by the way? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. You know, it's weird. Like this happened before too, where I was doing a PC build and then things just went missing. So wouldn't I want to like disconnect all of this? I think so. Yeah, let's do it. Focus on the screws for now. I'll put them on our little tray here at the top. Boop. Disconnect all the cables on the board. Yeah. Okay. So I think they made it easier with the cords now, with Motherboard, so that you don't have to have like all these tiny little connections. What was the frogger's name again?
Flumpy.
Flumpy. So cute. He's our support frog. Okay, so we might have to remove this as well, which will be on the top. I wonder where I put that. It's weird. Okay.
How you going on?
So don't you want to remove the bottom ones, right?
Yep, all of it. Because we'll transplant it over.
Just Dr. Andrew. So that's 1, 2, all the tiny ones. And then, yeah, we can't, I mean, I can try to, but it's not really easy to remove the screws, so.
For the ones in the corner, so
Yeah.
it's probably going to be easier if we remove the AIO for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's from the top, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
Oh my god. Is said you'll be using those cables. Yeah?
Which cables? Sorry? I wasn't looking at stream.
The cables front that we just disconnected from the motherboard?
No, because they're all the ones for the front-facing thing for the case. So the 3500X has got its own cable selection. And obviously we've got the new white cables for the power supply for the Type 4 cables that we had for your other power supply. So we shouldn't need any of the other cables.
Aha! New cables. Okay, and then this one.
So that's the fan cable, so we'll just move that out of the way. I'll hold this for you if you want to take the screws out for the motherboard.
I guess they're the same screws, so it doesn't really matter.
How you getting on?
Is that it?
There's probably one down here. Let me just remove these
yes, thanks.
power supply cables. If you hold that for me, I'll
yes, of course.
pull this out for you. There we go. And just because I'm at this angle, I'll do that last one for you.
Thanks.
There we go.
Excellent.
So, is everything detached? Yes. The one thing we will need to remove is your I/O shield for this board. Yep, that is all done.
In the old days, one would had lots of cuts on the hands removing those cables.
Yep, definitely. Especially the riser pins. There's a cable somewhere that's holding this in somewhere. Ah, there's a screw. You didn't get them all.
Oh no! Hold on. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, you still have pins for a lot of the stuff at the moment, and yeah, they have got a habit of.
So is that? Someone said earlier, like if you cut yourself, then you have donated your blood to the what would be the
PC
ritual,
gods?
the PC ritual.
The great old ones of PC building.
You have made your sacrifice.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
Excellent. Okay. Where is that bit?
What are you looking for? The
little.
The top of the board part. I'll have a look for you in just a second.
Strange. Oh, thanks. Okay. Just ninja vanished.
Okay, where's the motherboard box?
Do you want me to get another bag?
That'll do.
Okay.
Right, one thing I do need is the I/O shield from your old system.
Ah, found it.
It's got an inbuilt I/O shield.
Hey.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So your motherboard has an inbuilt I/O shield, so I don't need to fiddle with that, which is all good. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Might want to just give that a wipe. The old dust from your old cooler.
Can't really like get in there. I mean, it's like on the side.
Yeah, that'll do. That's cool.
Would you usually like use one of those air guns?
We would do if we had one. I don't have one to hand.
We do right there.
Oh, do you? Okay, cool. Yeah, just use that on it. You might as well clean it up while you've got it open at the moment.
Okay. Okay. It's gonna be loud. Should we like mute?
Yeah, those brushes are pretty cool, actually.
They have brushes?
Yeah, you got like soft brushes, although air is normally better for the
It's gonna be
PC
loud.
stuff.
I don't think it did much. A little bit. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Right, let's just line it all up. You don't need to swap your memory over, but you've still got Corsair Vengeance in there, which is all good.
That's right.
Perfect. And that's got the mounting points. Awesome. Right, let's put this back on before we lose it.
Yes. Where did the
What are you looking for?
this? You have a screwdriver, yeah?
The screwdriver? It's here.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right, I can't remember which way this one goes around now.
Is the MM350 your best mouse pad? The MM350.
It is a good mouse pad.
It is one, yeah.
I've got our big RGB one. I quite like that.
Thanks, Lucky.
There you go, if you want to secure that back on.
Yes.
I believe it was those there, I think.
Oh, for that one, yeah.
Yeah. It's just the protector for the AIO fan.
So do oh, this doesn't seem to go.
No? Is that working now?
No. Is it maybe these two? Bigger ones?
Maybe it is the bigger ones. I could have sworn it was those two little smaller ones, but okay.
I would.
There you go, try it now. Try the smaller ones.
Oh, smaller ones? Okay.
Yeah, it might have been that it wasn't lined up before.
Okay, there we go. You're right. Boom. Nice.
I thought it was the small ones. That's cool.
You could say nice tank. Nice case.
It is a lovely case.
I can. No.
Got it?
No. Okay. Perfect. Got to have that RGB. Yup. Absolutely.
Cool. Right, what we want to do is put your CPU back in as well, very carefully.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Right. So there's a little arrow in this corner, and what you want
That's
to
right.
do is match that up.
Okay. So this arrow here.
Yeah, and then match it up to this corner here, because that's got the arrow in it.
Does that seem about right? Oh.
That looks it. There you go.
Okay.
Cool. Right, what we'll do is we need to secure this, so we need to take these off to secure the AIO. I think what we'll do is we'll start secure the board down, and then we'll start feeding the cables through to put them onto the motherboard headers. So where we were removing the USB and the other bits and pieces, we just do that.
Okay.
So if you just use the same screws that you had before, they should fit on the mounting points.
Perfect. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
That's all right.
The Aces board with the. Oh,
The
yeah. Sorry.
Because of
I
having to
know.
swap the boards out last minute.
And then there is. Ah. So why does it have so many points? These motherboards, like.
Why? Just to make sure they don't move around, so they're as secure as possible. Because with the whole way that the connections work and things, if there's any movement, you could potentially get like a loose connection. It could short out. It could do all sorts of things. So you want to make sure that basically all the points are connected. Normally, like the middle one just has like a jumper post, which this one does.
And what's a jumper post?
Done. Well, it's just like a little post that just sits in the middle, and you just use it to align the board to put it in. Basically, it just doesn't have a screw. I don't think it's called a jumper post. I can't remember what it's called, to be honest with you. Cool. So that's secure. The PSU is in.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll leave these cables here because that doesn't need to change at the moment, but we'll sort out the front-facing header cables. And then we can tie those back, and then we can start sorting out your power supply cables.
Yeah, it went from an all-white build to a black and white build.
It's cool. We'll sort it
Totally
out.
fine.
We'll sort it out because we can do it. We'll sort out an all-white build when we swap the board back around for you. So that is your front-facing audio.
Okay.
That is your front panel, and then that is your USB 3 header connection, which we just changed out at the moment. So what I normally do is just judge where the points are and then feed them through the sides that's closest.
Okay.
So we'll just work out roughly where those are on your board. So here, the audio and the USB is down the bottom, and then in fact all of it on this board is down the bottom except for the USB C header that's there.
So do we want to remove this then?
No, we should be all good. So give us a sec. Because what we can do is, you see, you've got the points just here, so you can't see it where I'm pointing it out there. But just underneath, we can feed the cables through these sections that we've got there.
Okay.
And then all of it should fit. If we need to, we can remove the power supply again, just to make that fit. So that's the.
Is that one, right?
So that's a USB header again as well. So we'll turn that way, and that will plug into the board just there for you like that.
Okay.
So that goes into that one there if you want to do that one.
Sorry, because of, I see. Just, if there's a little notch right there for anyone who wants to know. Now how do you know if it, like, does it click?
It should sit flush. It should just go flush on it.
Does
Has
that
it done
feel-
that? Yeah, that's it. You got that?
Okay.
So we'll just tuck that in nice and tidy. I normally do that, but you just want to make sure you don't do it too tight because you can damage the pin out on the board.
And then so with the other board, all of this would have been in the back.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So then this one. Where was the header for that one? Okay, so this one here will go in there. You want to do that. Let me pull those cables out that side.
And then this is
Yeah, so that's the USB-C.
right. Does it have
One
any
for the
sort of
USB
indicator
3.1.
which side it should go? Like go?
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
There you go.
That made a click sound. I like click sounds because it's like a verification that you did it right.
Cool, and what we can do is we can cable tie these later and just make sure that it's all nice and tidy.
Yes, because being tidy is really good, right?
I like it. Most definitely. So we want your front panel header. I quite like this. So that front panel header there, a lot of the older systems basically have like all individual points for like the reset switch and all the other things.
Okay.
Whereas this, they've actually made it so that it's just one thing. You've got like lots of little...
Oh yeah, the
bits
little
that
ones.
you've
That's what I
got.
was saying earlier when I was
Yeah.
removing them. Yeah.
Whereas you don't have that with this.
That's so awesome. Yes. Building PCs made simpler. So that would go on the...
It's on the bottom, so I'm feeding it through the wrong side for you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
In fact, let's just turn it up because it might be the header down there that you need. Front panel, awesome. So there's your front panel header. But there.
Okay.
So there should be like a little block on it if you look. So if you look at the header, there'll be like a little blanking block.
Yeah.
And then you want to line that up with the missing pin on the other one. And these are the pins that we were talking about that you just want to be careful that you don't
Okay, so
get your fingers with them.
this is blocked and then that's not there.
Exactly that.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay.
All good?
Yeah. Why are you messing with it? Should plug it in once and be done with it. Messing with what?
Messing with what?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, the single block, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's the front-facing audio,
Yeah.
which I believe is... Let me find it.
So by the way, there is indicators. It does say audio on the, just for any other noobs in the
Yeah, it's
the
just
chat.
my old man eyes. I can't read the thing on it. Can you read that? It should just say audio. I think it's going to be this one here.
That one says AAFP.
Have a look.
That one's on the far left one. AAFP. That's what it says.
That is indeed the one we are looking for.
Okay.
Let me see if I can squeeze that through past the power supply.
Kind
Nope.
of missed the stream, but what's the CPU and GPU going to be? Yes.
So the CPU will change at one point or another, so we can use an AM5 board, because we've got
Yeah.
a lovely AM5 board, which we can't use with this current CPU at the moment.
I also might purchase for myself a new PSU for white.
What, a white one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going to go full white, just go full white, right?
We got the white shift power supplies. I am going to have to move the power supply for you just to get that header in.
Okay. That's it. Okay.
So it's just that little bit too tight for the header, unfortunately.
Yeah, figured. But the GPU is the AMD 7800 XT, given to us by Power Color and AMD for the white build. It's beautiful. Oh,
Missed
sorry.
that
No,
one.
my God, I'm the worst. I always miss one. Oh, well, it wasn't really secured anyway. Okay.
Awesome. That's an IQ link cable. There we go.
Excellent.
I'll just do this one for you for ease of use. There we go, done.
Perfect.
And then we'll feed that back there, and then we can just pinch that in through the power supply.
What CPU would you recommend then, chat? It's a good question. Let's see if...
Well, for AMD at the moment, a really popular CPU for gaming is the 7800X 3D.
But it's for streaming.
The streaming?
Streaming PC.
Ah.
So streaming and possibly rendering, like...
I mean, the new 9000 series that they've just launched are pretty good from AMD. So, those are pretty good for streaming.
You said the 9800X 3D.
98? I didn't say 98.
No, that was their suggestion.
Oh, when it comes out. Okay, fair enough. So... There we go. So now we can just slide that in and that cable's there. It's just the header was just that little bit bigger.
Okay.
And then we're back to putting the power supply back in
For
again.
this giveaway, do you need to be in the chat? No.
There you go.
But we do congratulate you, so it's better if you are in the chat.
There you go.
And it's like a big party.
You got it?
Maybe this is not big enough, the screw they have.
You can change the head for a slightly bigger one because we were using the smaller screw heads earlier. So,
But I think that's the...
what you want is basically like the cross latch one.
We've got a question in the YouTube.
Yes.
Which case is that? Does it have filtration on all the fan holes?
It does indeed. So it's the 3500X that we were talking about, and there's easy filtration on all of them. So you can just pull it out. Like, hang on, I'm going to sweep off everything on the desk. But it's got easy, so you don't actually need to move your case. You can literally just put it out. So that's for the rear fan there and for the power supply. And then on the side panels, when they're back on, they've also got filtration. Filters, not filtration. But yes, filters as well. Did you want to hold that for a second?
We're just trying to... Yeah.
Please tell me it's not the only one that's missing. Aha. Right, I got it. I got it. Yep. Net destroying the place once again. There you go. Right, a second. Should be good.
Yeah, so just kept not... See if you can do it better than me. Does the case support... Say eat eggs. What does it say?
Does it support E80X, are they asking?
EATX, yeah.
That is a good question. I believe this one can support up to E80X, yes. I will double check, but I think it does.
And what is that?
So E80X stands for Extended ATX, so it's just a slightly bigger motherboard.
Okay.
So it tends to be on the higher end spectrum of motherboards. That works fine, by the way.
Perfect.
On the higher end motherboards, they kind of have E80X form factor. So ATX was a form factor that a lot of people came together. I think it was mostly Intel, and basically kind of said, this is the shape of stuff. This is how it needs to be. So way back when with PCs, basically, a lot of people were making a lot of different things. This is going back to like the late 80s, early 90s. And then they all started to get together to make ratified standards for things. So you had kind of, so there's like JDEC standards and the IEEE boards, and they basically came out with standards that people then worked towards. People, obviously, all the different companies such as AMD, Intel, they all kind of got together and started making these different standards. So the same with like USB and everything else. So, yeah.
No. I don't think that's the right
And it's
screw.
kind of how we've ended up with the PC standards we've got. I think they're saying that you've got standards, Nettie.
I can't get this out now.
That one's not going?
I don't think this is the right one.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
There you go.
Thanks. Then I've lost the other fourth one. Ah, you do.
No, that was the one that I just took off you. You literally just handed it to me.
No, I didn't. There we go. Thank you.
Yes, I am just messing with her.
It's the worst. Okay, we got it.
Done?
Done.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we have the USB-C header done. Okay.
Aw, that's awesome. 80% Corsair.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Right. What are these big ones for?
Those normally are for fans and things.
Oh, I see.
So if you're kind of like mounting fans out, then you can have them higher. And we've also got like all the cable runs for the IQ Link cables and things as well. I'm just thinking about where we want to go next with this. We've got the power supply. I think what we'll do is we'll put the cables in for the motherboard and stuff, and then we can start to cable tie this back together so that the back starts to look a little tidier.
Okay.
Oh, that noise.
Yeah. So I put like these little fuzzy things on the bottom of my...
Oh, really? To stop all the noise and stuff?
And then on the desk so that it just like slides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Turn it around.
I'm just cable tying it. Just give me 1 second while I just do this, because then it just means it's out of the way and it's slightly neater for later as well. But I'll make it super tidy.
Oh.
There we go.
Excellent.
I'm just tidying the back up, basically. So, trust me, like I know that my back is my best side, but if I stood with the back to the camera, that would be rude. So I'll do it this way around. There we go.
You don't want to just switch us out to... No.
Sorry? We will do in a little while, but if we cable tie it and then we need to move it again later, we'll have to cut the cable ties. Right. Whereas we've used the ties that come with the stuff pre-bind, then we can just literally just move it around as we need to, and then do final cable ties at the very end once we're done with that stuff, basically.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, so that's the other end of the RX. Motherboard cables. Where did we put the motherboard cables earlier?
You mean these ones?
We moved, yes, those ones, the ones that we put to one side. Were they in the box? Looking for the 24-pin cable that I was talking about in the other bits. I might have put them down there. Now it's me losing things. I don't think I did put them down here. Ah.
Okay, so it's like,
they're there.
It's so easy to lose stuff. It's so funny.
On a single table space.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. It's the gremlins. They're messing with us.
That's right. Absolutely. Yes. Aw, thanks, Lucky. Just make sure that people get that giveaway.
Ah, cool.
Lucky did a PC stream as well. She did a cooling, right? Lucky? You did like a custom cooling build?
This is the first time I've ever built a PC live on stream before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
This is the second stream I've ever done, to be honest. So. Yeah.
The water cooling last year with HP. That's so cool.
Maybe we should do a water cooling one.
I mean,
what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
That is something I want to I'm curious about though, just because it's so cool looking.
What, the Hydro X stuff that we've got?
Yes.
Yes. So that's your 24-pin cable.
And then we'll because of the notch here to match it here?
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Normally I'd do it last, but just as we've got it round this way at the moment, we can just do that and then just tie it with the cable.
That's nice that it comes already with a little bit. So then you can put extra ones on those, right?
Yeah.
Let's not go about it though.
Extra? Well, you just use you use this just to tie to the cable, so then they're
I see.
Nice and straight. So I'll tuck that in and then run it around the back.
Because someone I know also puts like a few of them around. So
yeah, you can like put a couple because we're quite short there.
Yeah.
It will look nice and tidy.
So it'll look like that.
Yeah.
Nice little wire comb. Boop, boop.
And then eventually what we'll do is we'll cable tie this in and that goes into the back of the power supply.
The 3500X link is directing to a different Corsair page. Oh, okay.
Is it?
No. Don't worry, Lucky's on it. She's on it. She's
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. That's good to know. Right. What I'm going to do is leave this slightly unscrewed at the moment just to make it easier to get in, because I was kind of counting on. Like the power supply hokey cokey.
So many sticklers. All right.
I thought you were going to leave all the plastic peel to the end.
Well, that's the fan. I have the plastic pill, the big one.
Yeah.
For the outside of the PC.
Ah.
That's everyone's favorite part. What is this for?
That is part of the mounting bracket for your old AIO that you had.
Okay.
So what we'll do is just on this at the moment, we'll match this up and then screw it in at the end. So the 24 pin that we were talking about,
yeah.
And on there you can see it's got 24 pin ATX, and then that's the 24 pin ATX that we've put.
Did you just take it out again?
I did, that's why I just said we're doing the power supply hokey cokey.
Got it, I got it.
Because it was easier to show on camera. I kind of screwed it in earlier so it was out of the way, and now we'll just keep it out for a little while, and then we'll put it in, hopefully for the final time.
Final time. Okay.
All right, okay, because what we also need to do is we need the 8-pin connectors for the top of the motherboard. There's PCI Express. PCI Express. Give me a second and I will find the other one on the motherboard.
And what are you looking for?
Basically you get so on the top of the board as well, because the CPUs as time's gone on get more and more powerful, there's basically some connectors at the top of the board just here, I think.
Okay.
So the 24 pin provides power for the whole board, and then to provide better power for just the CPU around where the VRM area is on the board there, then it basically supplies it through there. So give me 1 second, and what I'll do is I'll match those up for you.
Oh my god.
That is so loud.
How do you tell the difference between a CPU and a GPU cables?
The CPU and the GPU cables, 9 times out of 10, they're normally labelled. So these ones have got PCIe on them. These have got PCIe on them. I'm going to assume the majority of them
Yeah, they do. All of them do. Except for...
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, it says Type 4.
So, there you go. That's the one that we're looking for that's got the additional pin side, and these ones have got it as well. So you see up here, you've basically got the additional pin. So it's 4. You used to have rows of 2 sets of 4 and things. So that's why here, those ones, where's it gone? No, that's not the right one. That's it there. And then we want the additional 4 breakouts. So normally you can break these in 2. I'm just looking for the right one.
We'll show you in just a sec, sorry, chat.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the right cable. It should be here. Wasn't one of the ones that we put out earlier. What's that one you've got? Nope, that's not it. Should be in the box. We just do the 6-pin. Give me a sec.
Four pin is for OC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see you've got the 6 with the extra connector.
Oh, okay.
So they've done it so it's as flexible as possible. And that's normally the one, so that's probably the one we'll use for the power supply.
These are really nice.
We can feed that through the top. There. second.
The bend in that location is really dramatic. Not a single case or board OEM has ever tried to fix it.
Well, they have with the BTF stuff, which we're obviously starting to try and use, but that's the best way to do it. And this is definitely the wrong cable as well that I'm trying to use there.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Raking it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I hate moving that around. We're going to have to do something about that in a second.
I should have brought my fuzzy stickies.
Yeah, that would definitely have been a big help. And that was what I was looking for.
I just can't tell the difference. Like I think that's what they were asking. It's like, how would you be able to tell the difference with the cords? There's this one. No, that's not it.
Normally it's labelled, and the one I had before, there we go. That's how you tell the difference, because it's got CPU written on it, and that's what I was looking for.
Ah, right there. In tiny little writing on the side, CPU. 0-pin boards are the future. Can't wait. Do you think that's going to be a thing?
0-pin boards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, because you'd still need something to make a connection, so they've obviously made like 0-pin CPUs, but then the motherboards have got the pins to actually connect to the CPU as an example. So, but yeah, connectors on the pack equals 0-pin. I see, that's what you mean. Yeah, they, like I said, they kind of call it, so there's like different standards from each one of the manufacturers, but like MSI is Project Zero, Gigabyte is Stealth, and BTF is the ASUS standard at the moment. I can't remember if or what ASRock have, but yeah, that's pretty much those standards at the moment. So we'll feed that through. Actually, no, the cable comb is on that side, so we'll put the cable comb on the other end, and then you can. I'll just feed that through the back, and then you can plug that one in there, and then we'll put it into the back of the CPU.
Okay, so again. Whoop. Oh my god. Very important to always keep a tidy workspace. The connector's on the top. What? Sorry, chat.
I've just found the other one now, the other CPU one that I was looking for.
Oh. Okay. So that's just added in the top here. And it's got a little comb as well, and you can kind of just like make that look all pretty. There you go, easy. Just snapped right on. Yeah.
Cool. That's your power supply screws, so we'll put those to one side, because I'm getting fed up of putting things down and forgetting where I put them.
Schmert. This is why Corsair has the magnetic top.
I know, it's great, right? Okay.
Give me boards with pogo pins, or give me death.
There you go.
Excellent. So this goes back in the box?
That goes back in the box. This will go for the other cables later. And then what we'll do is we'll probably cable tie this one along there later on and down the side to make it nice and tidy along with the other ATX cables. And then we'll just plug this into the power supply again. So this one's, there you go, like you can see here, 6+2 PCIe, 4+4 for CPU. So that's where that plugs, basically.
Sorry, chat. There we go. So you can see it all has it labeled in the back of the PSU, and then that's where you connect your cords that also say that on the side, right? To where you're putting it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just show me that again.
So got the type 4 here, and then it would also say, this because it's a math here, right?
So yeah, 4+4, and then that's 6+2 for PCIe, basically. Okay. All right, so
then this would go in here.
Yeah.
Ha! 4+4. So why does it do it as a math equation?
Why does it do it as a math equation? It's just saying the layouts of the cables that you've got, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh. We could do it even tidier and actually have it on the other side and then link it all together. We tidy it like that, then we can make sure that all these are grouped together.
Okay. So many cables.
So it's because with the cable kits, we've got it so it supports older hard drive types, obviously like 2.5-inch drives and other things as well, because with some builds you have an awful lot of different devices, so hence the reason the back of the power supply has got
so many of the different
pinouts that you can actually use for peripherals, serial ATA devices and everything else.
Can we see the cable management in the back when I did my... Oh, absolutely, yes. We'll show you that just in a bit. We'll be switching it over.
Yeah.
We'll lay it like on this. We'll lay it down so you'll see a top view.
Cool.
I know. So our other case, the 6500, dual chamber, yeah?
Sorry?
Our bigger case now that we have.
Yeah, so we've got a 6500X, which is a dual chamber, and then there's a slightly smaller version, which is the 2500X.
Right, so you can have it like the smaller version and then whatever. So those ones have so much space, so if you want cable management but with extra room, those cases are amazing for that. But if you want to challenge yourself and do cable management with only just a little bit of space, then you have all the other cases. It's actually kind of fun and really satisfying if you can act like getting to looking really pretty.
Cable management, feng shui.
Feng shui.
I had HP build a 6500. It's so pretty.
Yeah, really?
Dual chamber, yeah.
Oh, your video, that's right.
Yeah, we had like a reverse motherboard in that as well.
Oh,
yeah.
So lovely. Yeah.
Okay.
You did such a good job with that video. Ollie, I was like, look, it's Ollie. Cable management for the win. I think we should have like an ASMR video of us just cable managing. And we'll have like beautiful music with it and be like, ah. I have the 4000D. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's very tight space. So even with this one, you can see there's a little bit more of a gap in here for the cables. Just really nice.
We've got another YouTube question in here. Will an LX variant of the Titan AIO be released?
An LX variant? I don't know. We've literally just launched the Nautilus, which is the RS version of the, well, similar to the Titan. Basically, it's still got the same pump head, which is our new 3-phase motor pump head. So it's basically got like better cooling because it's got better flow and lower noise. So the difference between the RS and the RX version is the RX fans are the IQ Link and the RS are the PWM fans with the ARGB headers that I was talking about earlier.
So, a lot of letters.
It is a lot of letters. Basically, the way it's working at the moment with the newer fan types, pretty much if it's got X in the title for the fan, then it's an IQ Link fan. And then if it's got S in the fan, then it's a PWM fan. We do have the other fan types, like the slightly older ones and things, but as a rule of thumb, that's roughly how it's working at the moment.
Yep. There's definitely like language within everything. I thought the mobile was going to be a while. Sorry, the mobile was going to be white.
It was going to be a white motherboard. We had to change it because we didn't realise that Netty's CPU was an AM4 CPU type.
Yes.
Whereas the board and all of the newer boards, so the board that we got was an AM5 type, which was a bit of an oversight. But what we'll do is we'll use her board at the moment and we can update it at a later date. But thankfully, our 3500 cases come and save the day because it supports both BTF and the standard ATX motherboards with the normal cable connections.
Yeah. So don't worry, this will become a full white build eventually. I just got to get a couple more things.
But yeah, we will sort the CPU out. And
hopefully
work with you on this one.
AMD will be okay with helping us out again. Awesome. Woo, stream number 2, exactly, right? Because you're having so much fun right now, right, chat? If you say yes and hype it up, you'll definitely have another stream. Because Ollie loves this, right?
That's what I would live for.
Look at that. Okay, so one of the things that, if you're watching Andrew, is... Do you want to put it on the side at all? Or
I can do. I mean, this is just temporary at the moment. Let me just make sure I've not put anything that's going to catch. But yeah, I'm just like basically just tidying the cables at the top just to make it easier to work with. So all of the AIO cables route across the top.
Do you want to do these after once you're like?
Yeah, okay. No. Only when we're finished we'll use proper cable ties. For now, I'll just use the wire ties so that it's just out of the way.
Yes, more streams. See, I'm glad that you're liking the PC building streams. I think it's fun.
So, I mean, I'm happy to do more. I'll just make sure that we've got everything sorted well.
You know
in
what?
advance for you.
I just so you all know, a lot of my community knows this, but I am the person who, you know what I should be is a game tester because I could always find faults in everything.
I'd say it's not really our style to be like 100% ready.
I don't think it's fun to be 100%, right? Like, where's the learning in that?
No.
There's no adrenaline in that.
Like, he's like, no.
I'd prefer for it to be nice and tidy and neat, and everything has its place.
You don't love like the stress.
Stress
and the exhaustion.
I had a full head of hair before we started this stream. Like literally, it's already started to fall out. I mean, admittedly, I have got to that age now where unfortunately the hair's disappearing from the top of my head and is coming out of my nose and my ears instead. Definitely think that men have got a bad trade-off when they start getting older as far as that goes. That's probably too much personal information, though.
That's just gravity. It's
gravity.
It literally just pulls it down.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you talk about gravity. I'm like 5'0". How tall are you? And yeah, it's just not fair. There's no justice.
So we will be using the zip ties.
I'm 4'0".
Yeah,
You're 4'0". He's not. He's literally like, I get a crick in my neck every time I talk to him, and I want to make eye contact.
So what Andrew's doing now is just putting it here temporarily, and that's why he's just using just the ties because it's just easier to move around if we have to. Once we know this is exactly where it's going to go, that's when we'll zip tie it because you only should do it once, right?
Exactly that. So we want to avoid what I was doing earlier, which is taking the power supply in and out as I was moving things. So, yeah.
I'm a fan of the Velcro ties, which Corsair has, right? We do have Velcro ties. Do we have them in white?
I was just about to say, I don't think we do have them in white.
Suggestion.
I think the majority of all of our Velcro cable ties, I'm not sure if there's anybody from Corsair in chat that can correct me, but I'm sure the majority of them are black.
Yeah, I've only ever seen them in black, so
we have started doing some really cool stuff though, like the white stuff. So we changed it a little while ago. So the IQ Link hub that comes in, which was
right here
on the back there.
This is now in
originally
white.
They were all black. We've now made sure they're white. All of the cables are white, and also the cables for the IQ Link have started to change as well. On some of them, the cables are slightly thinner, and they've got like on some of the devices like a kind of slightly different finish on them from the ones that I've seen.
And as you can see in the 3500 case too, everything, even inside, is all actually like white instead of like kind of white gray or white yellow. Like it's very nice.
Yeah, it's a lovely colour. Okay, so that's that done.
Okay.
Right, I think we've kind of got to the point now.
Can I say the HDD and the SSD? We're gonna be putting on my SSD.
So the NVMe is in there.
Yeah. So that's right.
You want to see where the 2.5.
That's a good question.
There is a point. It does mount on the back here. Right. I was going to put it in at the end, but we have got the cable and the power for it, so I will put that in as well.
Right. Yeah. So we don't need this one, right? This is the old one.
That's correct. Yeah. So it basically mounts onto these points here. So we'll mount it up.
Okay.
Again, I'm showing Nettie, but none of you can see this.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's my bad.
We will flip it down.
But as far as I know, it mounts like that. Which means, did I do it wrong and should have put the board around the other way? Aha, there we go.
Hold on. Un momento, por favor.
Right, screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
So the mounting panel at the back, here, we can actually take this off. And you mount the drives onto it. What I should do is be turning this around so you can see it.
We can flip.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Here we go. Coming in hot.
So I will turn this over. So just underneath the IQ Link hub here, which is, it's come taped in, but it actually sticks with magnets at the moment. You can actually lift that off and then pull the tray out, and then we can just mount your drive on the back here, screw that back in, and then you just run the cable from the power supply across again, and then we'll put it so it's, in fact, we'll probably put it so it's here, so then the cable kind of runs along the lines with the IQ Link one. So if you want to do that, what I'll do is I will remove the IQ Link hub for now, and then you can secure that. Because I need a break for a minute just to go and do something for you. There you go.
I just need a break from you. I gotta go.
I didn't say from you. I just need a break for a minute. What you do want to do, we didn't save any of the screws, but you can use those little screws there for it. I'm sure you can.
I thought everything that we've unscrewed has been here. No?
So there you go. Yeah, they're perfect. So use these ones here, and then you can literally just mount your drive. What I would recommend is that you mount it that way. With
this thing, though?
Round, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's for your old case. You don't need that.
Oh, I
so
see.
You
The
can
screws
just
here.
mount it into that there.
Ooh, okay.
Let's just work out which way is better for this, for access to the cables.
That's so cool.
It shouldn't matter.
No, I don't think so, right? So you wanted to go cut here and feed down, right? With everything else? Okay.
So yeah, it lines up just like that, and then we can easily plug your... So that's the serial ATA power, and then your serial ATA signal, and then that's the power for the serial ATA drive. So if you want to secure those, I will be back in just a moment.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is there's the... No, that's actually the really old power header that I've got there. So that's for the older, drives, basically. So we want the serial ATA one, which I will find.
Yeah,
I'll grab it. You secure that in, and then I'll find that. I found it. There we go.
Perfect, thank you.
I'll be back.
Okay. How's everyone doing? White cases are so good for streams because of the lighting. Black cases are a bit dark for streams. You know what's funny? Like, there's a couple people that I've been watching a lot of TikToks of people doing builds, and there's actually some people who don't like white builds. But I think it's just like, if you want to, it depends on what you want for your aesthetic and your setup in your room. But I just feel like if you are going with more of a modern look for your home, white PC builds are just so nice. Because a lot of people will keep their white walls and maybe have like an accent wall or anything like that. So I feel it also helps to hide a lot of like dust and stuff. But then when you do notice a dust, it's so much dust, you're like, okay.
Well, like the white hides the dust.
Yes, it hides it so much though that like when you do notice the dust, it's like so much.
Interesting.
It does. White dust, like if you keep everything white and light, it hides the dust.
And then it's like litmus paper for... So it's almost like black will tell you at a reasonable time when it's time to dust, and white will tell you when it's too late. You have a major problem.
Absolutely. And then I think, so like you see with these desks, they're beautiful, but you'll see your fingerprints a lot easier, whereas white desks, you don't see it as much.
Got you.
But you will see dirt so much easier. Like any sort of little... Like you're, oh gosh. Yeah, so I always have wipes. Yeah, so you end up cleaning more because of it.
Which kind of good.
Yeah, it's good. I keep my machines for a long time and repurpose them for new white cases, fade, and get dingy. So you, see, interesting. My white cases haven't. I don't know what it is. Maybe I think it depends on where you keep them, what you have in your room, what you use your room for, right? Like wear and tear of anything, right? This is cool though. Look at how basically like having a little hidden compartment for your SSD. Do you all see that?
Yeah, I quite like that.
I quite like that too. So do a lot of you still use an SSD with your builds, or do you just only have NVMe? Look at me saying words and stuff. You know, I'm literally new to PC building, chat. But I am genuinely intrigued by it. Like it's actually, I feel like it's going to be a very therapeutic way of just having it like a side hobby, right? Like I'm just gonna start PC building for people.
But look at that though, 90 minutes with Andrew, and you're already well in. The benefits are coming years ahead of what
exactly. Okay, so this part here has two little notches in the top here, so then we'll just place that in here.
How you getting on?
Look at it, I did it.
Nice.
And I asked chat if they still use SSDs in their builds or not.
I would imagine people do, right?
Lucky's so great. I just love Lucky so much. Okay.
Andrew, there's an interesting question in here. Someone said that white cables tend to yellow, and that's the only reason why they don't have a white build. Are our cables like treated in any way, or are like new cables maybe more resistant to that than someone that might have like an older case, or is that kind of
so the thing,
fact of life?
I mean, the thing that
out near the sun or something like that.
I've got a white build at home that I've had for over a year now, and the cables haven't started to white.
Same with mine.
I don't know about any special kind of treatment that we've done to it, but the things that would tend to yellow the cables would be sunlight, which isn't going to be an issue 9 times out of 10 because it's all behind the panel. And the other thing is going to be heat. So I could be wrong, but I think this is a 165 watt system for this, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. So the cables don't get hot because you're powering the LEDs basically for all of the devices, and then obviously the signals for all of the devices and things. So
as much as can be expected, it's protected.
Also for people who might smoke indoors or anything like that, is obviously going to get worse.
I would imagine we can't protect against nicotine and things like that. But
also, if you're smoking indoors, you've accepted that fate. You're definitely not typing questions about, hey, is it going to yellow? Because you know that everything you own is going to yellow.
Corsair and AMD provided me my gaming PC. It's all white as well, and in the back we opened it up and everything's still pristine white. Like nothing's changed. So it looks really good. It tends
to be that these days it doesn't, because originally as well it was like one of the reasons that there weren't white motherboards was that they did tend to start to yellow like you were saying, but again it doesn't. It's not really an issue these days. A lot of times it won't actually happen. But yeah, so no SSDs, only NVMe's now. Long storage is SSDs or HDDs. Hard disk drives, as in the old platter type drives. Yeah, no SSDs, only NVMe, and long-term bulk storage is HDD. Yeah, because it's cheaper. So it tends to be for like data storage, for like large kind of storage boxes. People tend to use like the platter disk drives because they're still cheaper, but they look like, so it's like a magnetic disk that stores all the information. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, we're doing an AIO, which stands for all-in-one. No, all-in-one. Wait. You got it. What? Think about it. AIO. Yeah. All in one. I just did it. I said it. Have some confidence in yourself. Oh my god. No. I did it. It was just like, that was awesome. All in one. It was so good. All in one. And I was like, wait, there's another word? No, there's not. No, you had it already. All in one. I mean, it is an all-in-one system though. I'm the cutest. Right. I will secure that again in a second. Thank you. HDD spinning drives. Hard disk drive. Yeah. So I was actually talking to somebody else in Corsair a little while ago about my very first hard drive, which was a quantum Bigfoot drive, which I did my paper round for ages to save up, and it was a 5 1/4 inch disc, which are massive. It's similar size to these power supplies. And yeah, it was, I think it was like 2 gig, something along those lines. So yeah. Wow. So the case is a 3500X, and you can win it yourself if you enter into the giveaway. Okay. For both YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. Right, we need 2 other cables. So to power this hub, what it actually needs is that needs to go onto the motherboard, so you need a USB header. So on the bottom of the board was the USB headers again. And then that there actually takes one of the 6-pin power supply connectors that we had, and then that powers the hub, which then can power all the RGB, will power your AIO and everything else for the IQ Link system. So we will feed that through in just a second. So we don't need anything out here? Or we will, so that is for your serial ATA drive. Then we need the, have we got any others? No, we will need to hunt through the box for some more for you. Thank goodness for this box. I need an article that the AIO tend to lose their liquid over time. Not that I'm aware of for the modern ones that we've got these days. Never been.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Give me a second. There we go.
That's a lovely prize. Yes, just for you.
What's that? Someone asked
for the
PC
3500. No, the 3500 case as a winning prize today. Yeah. We usually don't only once in a blue moon we do those ones. So I think we recently did one for. Did we give away a case for the Call of Duty activation?
Potentially, I'm not sure.
I can't remember what they gave away. I know they did a big one.
I've not been involved in that, to be honest. So I
think they did a giveaway for everything, the whole line. That was last Friday. Yeah.
Elita's asked another question. Is this a smart case? Does Link auto detect fans? Can you mix and match?
Okay, so you can't mix and match, so you need Link fans. So like I was saying earlier, any of the fans with the X in the title that we sell from QX, LX, RX, those are all IQ Link fans. So those, you basically have the proprietary cable head, which is one of these ones here. So as you can see, that's got the IQ Link connector on it there. Have you got one of the spare fans just over here? And I'll show a quick demo for it. Perfect. So basically the way that it works is that you just simply plug it in. As you can see here, that would actually be at a right angle to keep your build nice and tidy. And then if you pass me one of the other fans. So they've actually got the IQ Link connectors built into the fans here. So you can see one there. And then there's like a little plastic clip as well that goes in that side to make it secure. And then you can just literally just plug them together. And then that fan will automatically start working. I haven't got any power to show you at the moment, but then that fan will then automatically start working. You plug another one in, then you have your cable run off. And like I said, you can pretty much support at the moment from these hubs 12 devices from each one of these sides on the hub. So yeah, up to 24 devices. So like the AIO would be like top of the AIO would be one. If you've got like the LCD screen on it, that's another one. Each fan is then a device as well, so you can have like with just one of these hub an awful lot of configurations for your system basically.
Yeah, trying to simplify it so there's not so many crazy fan cables anymore.
Yeah, exactly that.
Or all about the daisy chain. And then you can feel it too when you're putting it together. You can feel them like connecting magnetically. It's really cool. Gravitate to each other.
Okay.
Boom. Looks like a big USB-C cable.
For which one? For the.
I guess these ones kind of like.
They look a little bit like they're not USB-C, definitely not, but they do look a little bit like that. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
So that will feed in there. That will run to your hub. Obviously, we just tie that back and tidy it up.
Are we taking it out again?
Are we taking it out again? We will do for ease, yes.
Taking it out so many times. The decent tower.
But it just rattles around otherwise, so it's easier.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just use 2 screws next time. What were they asking?
I don't know if they were asking. I think they were talking about fans.
Ah, okay.
Is this AMD or this is an AMD build?
Yes. So AMD CPU and AMD graphics.
Yeah.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll make that the end of the chain, and then I can tidy all those together.
Oh.
I am getting a call. It's my brother.
Ah. Everything depends. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Yeah. So that is good to know about all the CPUs and stuff. So we will do literally another upgrade build.
So here what I'll do is we'll basically run these cables for your device like that.
Okay. So usually you want to try to keep it like...
Yeah, so I'll keep a nice tidy cable run like that, basically, and then pinch it all together. And then we'll just feed that in, then I'll put the last couple of cables into the power supply at the end. It's just easier to screw the power supply back in when you're moving
Yeah,
the system around like that.
Yeah.
And then we just need to sort out the USB header for this one as well, which will feed, I'm imagining, just down to the back down there.
You chose a 3500X too?
Which colour did you get?
Yeah. So do you think that Corsair will start having like more pastel color cases?
I mean, if there's a lot of demand for it and we put something up and you guys are asking for it and enough people are asking for it, we'd make any colour. But predominantly at the moment, I mean, white is obviously reasonably new because originally all the PCs used to be that kind of, you were talking about smoking earlier, that kind of like off beigey PC colour. And then everything started going black. And then slowly but surely, everything's starting to go white again. So we've even got a brand new white monitor as well at the moment. So we've released our new Xenon 34-inch monitor. Yeah. So that's a really nice panel.
It's super, super pretty.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like making fun of like old PC styles by doing it. Like it was some voiceover that just went like,
so that's
the fishbowl. And look with this like beautiful glass, like the 3500 training version, like before the fishbowl,
again you got the
before
notch.
The fighter jet, and it was like that very like angular, like black brushed metal thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, in fact, no, that's what it was. And then it was the Optimus Prime voice. You know, he's like, before time began, there was the cube.
So this
when
one,
he said like there was the cube,
so that goes
into
that one there, yeah.
This one.
Just match the. So again, that one will have like a blank hole on it, and just match it up with the hole where there's no pin on that there. If you look at it, I know the lighting, because of the way that we've got it for the top-down lighting, is a little difficult to see. But that's how that one goes.
Okay, and it is inserted.
Excellent.
I do also love the fact that people are building in like old cases again too. Like they're putting modern builds, but inside old.
I've seen some fabulous builds over time.
Old school builds.
One of my favourite builds recently, although it really was an absolute nightmare to carry. We got a guy who works for us called Hans, and he's been a PC modder for years. He runs our tech marketing team. And for Computex, he built a 9000D. So 9000D is our brand new top-end crazy case.
Yes.
And the reason I call it our crazy case is it literally supports 2 motherboards. So you can get an E80X board in there, an ITX board. It's got some amazing things like the I/O we were messing with. There's like a single cable solution for that, which is really nice. And it's got something else called InfiniRail for how you move around the fans and stuff. But he did like a custom water build for Computex, and that thing must have weighed like, I can't remember, Hans is going to have to tell me, but I think it was in the region of about like, probably about 80 kilograms, maybe a bit less, something like that, with all the water in it and things. It was nuts.
So someone will have to, in chat, tell me what that is in pounds.
I don't know.
80 kilograms and LBS.
I mean, we're lucky that I'm not talking in stone, to be fair.
I know. Still haven't learned stone. The 9000D itself is heavy. By itself? Yeah.
Yeah.
The case.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for
76 pounds.
100. Oh my god. That's
so it's very heavy.
Just slightly under me.
Cool.
Wow.
So as you can see, I'm just starting to tidy everything up at the moment. I think what we'll do is we'll start working towards the AIO. We need to take these mounting points off.
Okay.
Here, because it needs to mount directly into the panel. So those there, you need to basically take off for our new AIO. And we'll sort that out in just a second.
Well, that's cool that it has like, we need something much bigger.
Yeah, one average person weight. Yeah, exactly.
We have like an actual.
You need a slightly bigger one?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll grab one of my ones just because that's a precision screwdriver kit.
Yeah. This is for tiny things. Why does the big red butt? We haven't really used it too much. But we're trying to, is for if I say anything wrong or if Andrew says anything horribly wrong. It was just for fun, but then we kind of forgot it existed.
To be fair, if I say anything wrong, normally it'll involve HR.
Because we're doing great, that's right. I'm still like, it'll still take me a while to learn all of the real nitty gritty things of PC building, and it takes time. So basically, the more you do it, the more you research, the more things you like, especially builds that you watch on YouTube and everything, and TikTok now. Like, it's getting really more mainstream to be seeing content about it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is the standards keep changing. So I was talking about different standards earlier. Obviously, the standards just keep changing on everything. I hope that this panel on the back is actually glued to the motherboard. Otherwise, that's going to be a pain. And the reason is that where the standards just keep changing, you're constantly having to learn up on all the new technologies and everything else, which is one of the things I really, really like. Yeah. So you could have been building PCs for years and years, and there's still certain things that you don't necessarily know.
Yeah, it keeps it fresh.
That is moving. Okay.
Ah.
All right, give me a second. No, it's fine.
You okay? You okay?
So what we might need to do is actually take that tray back out
again. The AM4 and AM5 do not need a backplate.
But they don't need a backplate. Okay.
We're just going to trust that. Rule number 1, careful about trusting Twitch chat.
They do need a backplate. I'm sure they do need the backplate still. Yeah. Because you need to secure. So the mount basically goes on. So as standard, the Titan cooler comes with, I believe, an Intel mount. So we need to take that off, and then we put the AM4, AM5, AMD mount on. And it kind of clips on either side. And then it needs to be secured into this back panel on the back of the motherboard. You just built one.
Every AM4 almost has one that I have seen and built with. That is...
As in the panel? Because I'm just holding the panel here.
I'm not exactly sure.
I think I just built one. Since I
better have a backplate.
Standards today are unbelievably different. Yes, they are. They are a lot easier. So what I was talking about is when we put it in, you see the panel. Yeah. So it's got these standoffs that come through the motherboard here and here.
Right. Oh, I see.
And that's the bit that's moving. So I just wanted to.
Oh, so could we
So I'm just holding it. What we can do is just take the tray off that we had the drive on, so that we can just get to it easier. There.
But I just put it on.
I know you did, but it's fine. So then that way it's easier just for us to get to the AIO afterwards.
Okay. Don't we disconnect this?
No, you don't need to take the drive off. Just undo that one there. You might want to use that other screwdriver I gave you. I mean, that should work, but...
Oh, I see, right. Okay.
And then you see this is the actual panel I was talking about.
Right.
So...
Ooh.
It does actually have sticky on it, but I'm not going to remove it.
Why?
So, just in case. But yeah, so then that basically fits onto the back there, and then the AIO mounts into the 4 screw holes.
Okay.
So we'll do that in just a second, because I think we're beginning to run low on time at the moment.
Big PC better back that plate up.
What's that? Did you move the AIO? The mounting plate for me. Perfect, thank you. Okay.
What time are we at now?
5:30.
5:30? Ooh.
Do you want to do the... Don't take the plastic off. Well, so there's a plastic cover over the actual machined AIO plate. And that's actually got the thermal paste on it in our lovely CORSAIR Y shape.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is if you take all of the plastic off bars, we just don't want that part there to come off, because the last thing we want to do is start messing with the... I think it comes taped, actually, these days, but I will check. There you go. So it's that there. Yeah, that is fairly firm, but we won't mess with it too much.
Okay.
But we will need to take it off long term anyway, because we'll have to change this bracket over to the AMD mounting bracket for you. So the other good thing about these pump caps as well is these caps are actually removable, so you can change it. So on our web store at the moment, we've got like a pump cap that you can put on that's got like an inbuilt fan. So all the VRMs for the motherboard here, you see these here.
Yeah.
So this board, I think, is a 12 by 2 by 2 board, but it's basically these VRMs that supply the power to the CPU for you. And then with the VRM cooler, it basically just has like a fan inbuilt, because with these, you've not got so much static airflow.
Okay.
So if you're building like a high-end system where you're doing overclocking, then you can potentially just blow more air over that. We've also got the LCD screen one as well, that you just basically plug on top, put a USB cable in it, and then you can load GIFs on it. You can have whatever you like on it. I have got one to show. If we don't run out of time, I will show that later. But I think what we'll do is we'll secure your radiator into the top of the case here. So we'll find the screws for all that, and I will give you that to do in just a second.
So this one has like the screen's like popping off a bit, like that.
That's actually just the top, so you can literally move the logo to have the logo round. So if you're OCD like me and you want your logo to be at the right angle, you can change it.
That's cool.
But the actual whole unit itself, this top, actually you can just pop it off and then swap it over to a different pump cap top. So they're available on our web store at the moment. I'm just trying to do this without. Is it got stuck? Sellotape on it, maybe? Let's have a look.
Oh, you sure you want to do that?
I'll do it in just a second, but you can just take that off and just swap it over. Just give me a second. Let's put those back in the box so they're not in the way.
So nice though, like.
You just clip the other one back in, did you? It does come out on the other side. It's just because it's probably brand new. It's probably just a little stiff, but it does just. You can just take it off because I took my one off from my system just to show that you can swap them over.
Clipped on where the ports are. Should be. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, no, they're talking about these ports, I think.
Oh.
So here. If you got the camera a second there, we can show this to the audience. So here, basically, if you look, that's the IQ Link header that's there on it, just there. And then that USB-C header, that's for basically, you plug that in and then you link it into the USB header on the board, I believe. And then that way you can then use the LCD screen, like pump cap header, which is on there. So if you look on our website under the Titan, you'll basically see all the pump caps that you can change. You can also do it with our H150 and our other ones as well. So those come with our other pump, but they also come with the QX fans.
Yeah.
Ooh. And as you can see there, look, there's all the thermal paste in the lovely new Y pattern that we've got.
That's so cool. Got that cool design. I see people that will do when they do the thermal paste, they'll like put little like happy faces or like certain designs. Yeah,
you can buy loads of different designs. It's become quite a thing now. I think a lot of companies are giving you like little cutouts. What are they called? Not silhouettes, but like
like a
templates.
Yeah.
And you just squish it over the top, and then you've got other bits and pieces. One I saw a little while ago is someone doing a Bob Ross and literally painting thermal paste onto the CPU top. They look quite funny.
God, that's cool.
Not practical, but yeah. Right.
Okay.
So let's have a look. What we need to do is we need to basically mount the radiator. We'll mount the radiator onto the top. So we need the screws for that. And then, so what you want to do is feed this into here. So we're going to have it running from the back. Which way round do you like it? There's like always controversy on this, and you can change it. So you can mount it on top, or what we'll do is we'll actually mount it on the inside.
Right.
So this you put on to this side here.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's it, you got it.
Okay.
Just sort all the screws out.
The screws come with the case in the bag, right?
This came with the AIO.
Oh, perfect.
So where I was showing that you can mount it either way round, they're like the longer ones for fans and things to kind of screw and mount fans here. So that's why you had those longer screws. So they match like that. And then what we'll do is we'll mount the other ones in a second.
You can also do the push-pull, right?
So yes, you can. So that's kind of on other systems. You basically have like dual mount fans. So you have one of them pulling air in and the other one pulling air across.
Like
so you can do that. Yeah, that's the push-pull.
Where's the push-pull? For extra cooling.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how many of my colleagues are watching this at the moment and are going to be correcting me. I mean, chat have been pretty
nice.
Nice, really. Yeah, I know. We got a lovely audience here.
I know.
Evening.
They just like talking about PC stuff, which is great.
It is awesome. We definitely need to do more PC stuff, I think.
Absolutely.
More DIY. I'd love to do a build with the 9000D, but
yeah.
I think for that we need to break it up into several sessions over a couple of days or something.
Yes.
But, you know, if people ask for it, I'm sure we'll be able to do it.
And then obviously we'll come back and do one more PC build with this one.
Yes.
And then, but we'll do some really cool builds.
Yeah. So we could do that here, or we can always do it off camera.
There was a suggestion once in chat of like maybe doing a build within Corsair's original cases.
Or one of the older cases, so like a retro build.
Yeah, kind of like a Corsair retro.
Yeah, we could do that. I tend to mount mine the other way round.
Right, sorry, of course.
So you can kind of do it how you like, but I do tend to kind of mount it that way round because it's easier to get to, and then your extraction fan that we'll have on the back here, it's easier to pull the air out, and then you've just kind of got more space with the thing here. So what you want to do, if you're able to, is basically put the first screw through and I'll start to hold it for you, and then you can start to mount the AIO. Is that magnetic? Is that working?
No.
Okay, so you might need to do it by hand. So you tell me where you want it, and then I'll...
Right, so like it would just be more of how it looks in here, right?
Yeah. So you just want it nice and flush, basically. What we'll do is we'll pull it probably as far back as it goes, this way. I think is the best way to do it, because then you've got lots of room at the front for the cable.
Whoa. Okay, got it.
Any other questions for me while we're going? Like Corsair related, obviously. Yeah, don't miss or you will put the screws in the fins. First case you built with Corsair.
And then another one?
Spec 04. Yes, sorry, I should have moved them all over here for you. Do you want to hold that for just a second and I'll give you the... You got it? There you go. That's all the screws there.
Perfect.
For those ones.
Okay. I'll just put the other corner in there, so... First case built in was a Corsair carbide spec 04 full tempered glass.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
Some serious Corsair fans.
Yes, we're using the washers with the screws, yeah.
And then the washers are good for making sure that, there you go, that's now it's either corner, so it should be good.
Sweet.
And that's just so it doesn't damage the case, right?
The washers?
Yeah,
yes.
And create more tension?
Yeah. Yeah, it creates slightly more tension, and also where the gaps are machined a little bit wider, it just makes sure that the screws are nice and taut to the chassis. There's another washer.
Thank you. And then do you always put all of the screws on?
I do put all of the screws on. Especially because where the fans are moving parts and things, you kind of want to make sure that it moves as little as possible. So I always use all the screws that are on all the things.
And there's nothing that we're going to notice that we will have to remove this for, right?
I mean...
Before I put all these screws in?
Don't ask me questions like that and put me on the spot in front of all of these lovely people. No, we shouldn't have to move it again. No, we need to use the IQ link cables to basically feed those through, but they're actually in the case. So what we should be able to do is just hopefully feed those through. And the good thing about the IQ link cables is they're easy enough. And the PM that made this case has made sure that there's plenty of cutout space for us to do that. Yeah, that's a fair comment. Some of the 360s can be harder, but this case has been engineered to kind of do as much as you possibly can with, to be fair.
And then vibration, rattles, and for sound you mean too, right? Like to make it whisper quiet? Yeah. But
like I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if all of you were here in chat earlier, but this is our new 3-phase pump motor. So with it basically has got much better flow, which is obviously the quicker the flow of the liquid running through the cooler, the quicker it can dissipate the heat. But that also means because of the three-phase motor as well, as it's doing that an awful lot quieter. So we released this, I think, about a month ago, maybe a bit longer, the Titan. And check out some of the reviews at the moment. Don't just take our word for it, but it's doing really, really well as an AIO in the market at the moment. Whoa, that was a really big question. I couldn't quite see all of that.
They're just talking to each other.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just all talking to each other right now. There's no questions. How old were you when you first built your first PC?
Me?
Yeah, do you remember?
About 11, I think.
11.
Like that.
And then how did you stumble upon PC building in the first place?
So the first PC I ever had, like as in PC, the first systems I ever had were Atari STs and stuff.
Atari made PCs? Like
yeah, so it was a personal computer, yeah. But Atari used to have the Atari ST, the Atari Falcon. For any sci-fi geeks out there, the Atari Falcon was what they made Babylon 5 on.
Oh my god!
But the Atari ST, there were like two computers back then that used to compete against each other, which was the Atari and the Amiga. They were kind of like thing, and then you had like Commodore 64 and Spectrum. I'm just showing how old I am at this point in time.
They just gave you a compliment.
Really?
You don't even look that old.
Thank you very much. That's really nice.
See, thank you. Compliments are good.
And then the first PC I had, which it's kind of termed PC because it was the so it was a 286 system. And then you had like 386 and other stuff. And that was an IBM Aptiva when IBM used to make PCs and stuff. And they were the people that patented PS2 ports, if anybody remembers those and stuff. Some seriously old school tech. But these days, we've got USB, which is great because it just supports millions of devices. And now we've got USB-C, which you can plug in either way round. And just, it's so much easier.
This one is
Is this
for
one?
some reason.
Okay, you might have threaded it maybe.
No, there's just doing that. Like right from the get-go.
All right. It wasn't a criticism.
I swear! I've been really gentle.
Don't turn this into a real Halloween feature and murder me or anything. There we go.
Oh, but look, I think you just like made everyone excited by how nerdy you are.
Well, how nerdy I am. I love PCs. I've just been messing with them since I was really young, and then I was lucky enough to get a job working in IT, and now I'm lucky enough to work for Corsair, and I get to use all their really cool stuff, and which I absolutely love. So, cool. Just make sure that those are reasonably tight. We don't want to overdo it. That'll do it.
No, that's really cool. Oh, I got sticky to my bone.
Right, cool. Then what we need is your AM4 bracket. That is an Intel bracket.
It's kind of cool sometimes how
Haha! I'd already taken it out earlier.
like fall into things and you become like born to be in a way.
So, long story short, is I actually trained to be an artist and went to art school.
Oh.
And I realised quite quickly that doing art for a living was making me miserable. I just wanted to do it as a hobby. So, much to my parents' delight, I came home one day and said, hey, I've just got a job working for a computer company. I'm going to work in computers. So, they were quite happy about that.
I mean, it's just something, I know. The art industry is hard because
Yes,
most of the time you're always a starving artist, but... Okay, so this part here...
Yeah, so this is where we need to be really careful not to mess with the thermal paste, and we need to remove this bracket on this one here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I've not removed one of these before, but I believe they just pull out. Ha-ha!
I see.
There we go.
So that's what the part we're replacing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
And then
go.
go like this.
I mean, props. That's actually really cool and really easy to do. So we need to make sure we line it up.
Good job, Corsair.
Good job, us. Okay, so we want to make sure that when we mount this, which way around do we want it? We really want cables to the top, so we want it that way, kind of like that. 1 second. You want it like that, basically, and then we can run your cables from the top up that way.
Okay.
So then the mounting bracket needs to sit here, I believe. I should actually check. Being one of these people that always reads the instructions, we actually put QR codes on all of our boxes now. So you can just scan the QR code and it takes you to our CORSAIR Explorer system, which then explains all of the stuff that we've got and how to use it. And there are some very smart people on there, far smarter than me, that write all the articles on what you can actually do, how you can do it, what the difference is between the different CPUs are, and everything else. Let's just make sure that lines up. No, it doesn't. It's the wrong way around. Pull that one out. There we go. That way. Push a bit more pressure on like that. That should meet in the middle. That's it. You got it?
It's not meeting in the middle.
I will go and double check in a second to make sure that I'm not making a mistake with this, but that is how it should go. There we go. And then that should now...
Those nails are gorgeous. Thank you.
No, that is wrong too. This is the right mounting bracket. This is the AMD one, so it should try that. I could have sworn that was the way I did it. Hang on a minute.
That one meets in the middle.
Eureka.
Okay.
There we go.
We got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We just need to line it up properly. Cool. Now, that bracket,
Yeah.
that one over there, what we need to do is lift the case back up.
Okay. And hold it.
Yep. So just lift it all the way up. Yeah.
Okay.
And
And then
if you turn it, I'll hold it, and then you can
Sorry.
screw this in.
We'll turn it
Because
here.
you can do it yourself, because this is obviously your PC build.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll hold this, and if
Yep.
you mount this, and then what you were saying to me earlier.
By the corners.
Yeah, and it comes with the screws, so you want to do each corner opposite. Make sure it's nice and flush, and I'll just hold the back panel for you. A lot of them these days actually come stuck on the back panel, which is why I wanted to double check. But until you actually do it, you can't tell.
So this is a lot of pressure though with the. So do I want to maybe like there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then just start slowly,
Yeah.
and then
slowly
eventually
start screwing it corner to corner. So pick one corner and then do diagonal down, just to like a little way, and then just start working your way around.
Does that feel like it's connecting? No.
Yeah, there you go. Because the good thing with the new boards and stuff as well is that you don't normally need two people to do it. It's just because of the way that this board doesn't have a stuck mounting bracket. I mean, you can do it on your own, but yeah. Let's check out.
I can't feel.
Got it?
I think so. I just can't. Does it feel like it's? Yeah, it is. Okay. It just doesn't feel like it's 30. Oh, there it is. That
Got
one. Yeah. Okay, so how do you know if it's?
Right, so these here are kind of... Then you can just tuck that under your memory and still see your memory as well. Yeah, they're latching. Yeah, that's worked. Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
go for it and just tighten it. Yeah.
Okay. And so you do it in the opposite corners to help spread the thermal paste?
Yeah, and the pressure evenly that way as well. I don't know why I'm still holding it, because you've got it all there now. So.
Okay. If you want to double check it. Think we're good?
I say we're good.
Cool.
Okay, so then we
Hold
can...
on. Oh. 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 But so this does stay on though, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going into graphics cards, right?
The graphics card, yes, we can do that.
And then
It should just be magnetic. Yeah, there you go.
oh, okay, so it's
And
lightly.
then you just do it, and then you can
popped
turn it around because we can adjust this. I did it so that the cables were at the top, so it was easier to feed it through. But now I've seen how the AIO cable is. We could change that just to make that slightly
on. Okay.
flush. But yeah, then that's just a magnet, and that just sticks on like that.
So the front, well, you can change it to whatever side you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just change the actual logo around, and then.
Okay. Right. What time is it now?
It's just come up to 5:02.
I think the giveaway is ending and now. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
Right, okay. So, do you want to do the graphics card, or because that's what people are wanting to see? Or do you want to and then we can just tidy this afterwards?
Yeah.
And then, okay, cool. Let's do that. If people want to see what the graphics card is like.
So that latches on magnetically?
Yeah, so there's basically a magnet there, and then
nice.
you can stick it, and it's even got like a little square slot to actually
awesome.
put it in as well. But we will have to unscrew the power supply for a last time once we're done, because then we'll add the power cables in, because it's 2 8-pins for the AMD graphics card that you've got.
Sorry, Chad. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to show you all the cable management, but I'll take a picture later for you. So we're going to lay this down.
Yeah, what we'll do, just so that the cables are out of the way, we'll tuck the cables in here. And we can cable manage all that afterwards. Do you know, now I'm beginning to realise, again, I'm going to show my age here, but potentially for these things, we could do like a Blue Peter, and here's one I made earlier, and just show the cable management afterwards. I should have bought my PC so I could show what it looks like when it's finished. Because I've obviously got an IQ Link system. Although I'm using our H150 AIO, I haven't got our brand new Titan one at the moment. Cool. Okay, so let's do the graphics card then and show that off for our friends over at Power Color and AMD.
That's right.
The other thing is as well, obviously the case you've got is, I believe it's the glass. Is it the glass front panel one?
Yep.
So with that, what we'll do is you've already got the 3 RX fans here, 3 RX fans here for the cooler, and you've got 3 here. You won't need those 3 fans because normally you can mount 3 fans at the front, or you can also like change the fan types as well. What we'll do is we'll have an extraction fan on the back of that, and we'll use one of those because you've obviously bought the RX version. So cool. Okay.
But some people will put a fan like here as well, right? Or in here too? Or
you can, yes. So you can mount fans on here, so we can use more. And I believe this bit here actually supports 140 or 120s. And obviously then you can have the 120s mounted here and here as well, above, to pull air through the back and then out, because obviously hot air rises, so you pretty much want this to be an extraction. These are obviously extraction fans as well because they're pulling air out through the radiator at the top up there. And then these here will actually be pulling air. I don't know which way they've mounted these round actually. But yeah, pretty much you pull the air through. So I'm imagining these pull air in, these are pulling the air out. This will then pull the air out as well. Here you could have that pulling air in and then all this extracting.
Okay.
So then it's just moving all of the air across the components. You need to remove these before you start doing the graphics cards.
Right. Whoa. So it would go...
So I'll go in this top slot here.
Yeah. Oh.
So... you're looking for the screwdriver?
Yeah. I don't know where the little precision one went.
Don't think I put the case. Put it on top of the case. Nope. Did I put it here and tidy it up? I don't think I did. Well, you were using it for the radiator just a minute ago.
Yeah.
When you were mounting the radiator stuff, and then I used that one for the other one. Did you?
Love how I just like make things disappear so quickly. Okay.
Nettie the magician.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could do that to my student debt?
You have student debt. Oh no. Oh, thank you.
Maybe I've just been taking the mick out of Nettie and I actually squirreled the screwdriver away, potentially. So was that already missing?
What do you mean? Yeah.
It was, yeah? Okay, no problem. I'm just checking. That wasn't us. No problem.
And that was me.
Okay, doesn't matter. Nothing to see here.
Yep. Someone else totally did that. I can't.
Was that the same friend that was responsible for the cabling on the last one?
No, absolutely all me.
That was all you?
Yeah. I learned a hard lesson that day.
Was it already stiff? Okay, yeah, pass me the other one. Let me give it a go for you.
This one?
Yeah.
Where is that GPU lever? I don't know. Just disappeared. Weird. Oh, darn it. I was hoping
did I just literally just draw attention to something you were trying to keep rather quiet?
I was like, I literally even said, I was like, I hope he doesn't notice and say it out loud, and then you did.
Sorry.
Okay, so normally, this is why I was like, oh, we're gonna have another motherboard. No one's even gonna notice. Nope. I have to call out my how I learned how graphics cards get.
Well, in
attached.
fairness,
I'm just lucky it didn't break anything else. Really.
In fairness, if we don't say things like that.
What?
But in fairness, ultimately, I misunderstood which CPU that you had, so that was on me. Right. Okay.
Okay.
We're ready.
So this is this peels off. I don't know if. No. I feel like this should. There we go. Yeah. Almost there. Almost there.
Yeah, with some of these cards, they're so thick, you've actually got like triple.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll just take them out, and then if we need to add the top one back in or the bottom one back in, we can do that. Do you want me to hold the card for you while you do the rest of that? Or?
No, I just it's so pretty. But I just realized it kind of like.
The sticky's actually on the other side of the shroud.
Oh, I got it. There we go. Boom. And then there's stickies here. I don't remember, like, is this because it's white? Maybe this helps preserve it?
It just stops it from getting scratched in transit. In production.
Got it. Okay. It's all right.
Is that? Ah, there you go.
Okay. Perfect. Now it's all pretty and shiny.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. Sometimes they come with plastic sheaths on the PCI Express 16 slot there. So you just want to make sure that that's not on there before you put the card in.
Because that would be really awkward.
Cool. So it was just those two.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
So we will just put that top one back in.
Ooh. And that's it. I think we won't. I don't think we'll have time to turn it on or anything, right?
Well, we can save that for another one in the future.
Yeah.
You and I will have to work on this to get it done.
What model is that? The 7800 XT?
I think there's a late joiner here. Is that the fancy new Titan AIO?
It is indeed.
Just to recap, what's going on with that?
So sorry to repeat myself, but we'll just
Oh, it's okay.
give that info. But yes, so that is the new Titan AIO. Who was that that's joined? What's the name?
Agent Dave.
Agent Dave. Okay, so yes, Agent Dave, yes, it is the new Titan AIO. Again, sorry for repeating myself, but yes, so the new things about this is it's using our brand new RX fans, but it also uses our brand new 3-phase motor pump, and also we've specially machined the connection plate as well to make sure it makes as much physical connection with the CPU as possible to draw heat away. So the reason we've used a 3-phase motor is it basically means that it keeps it really quiet while basically producing a lot more flow for the liquid as it goes through the AIO.
Is there another one? Also, this one's not.
What's that one?
Lined up.
Okay, it's just threaded slightly, is it? Yeah, that's just threaded slightly. Cool. There you go. And then
Do they use 3-phase pumps as well?
It's a 3-phase pump, yes. I did say 3-phase pump, didn't I?
It says.
Right, so when I say it's a 3-phase motor that runs the pump. So that's basically the difference with that one. Oh, does the Nautilus? Yes, the Nautilus does as well. Yes. So the main differences between the Nautilus and the Titan is pretty much the RX fans is on the Titan and the RS fans is on the Nautilus. And I've already talked about the pump caps as well, but the pump caps are changeable, so you can just literally just pull them off. So as you can see there, I've just taken that one off. Let me just, there you go. So that just comes off. And then if you got it, could you stick it on top down for a second? There you go. So the pump cap just comes off, and then that header there, basically you put a new one on. So we've got our groove pump cap, which just looks really, really cool. There's the LCD screen as well. So that basically you can load GIFs onto it, have it displaying the CPU temperature, time, whatever you want. And then we've got the one that standardly comes in the box as well. And that literally, like I said, just then you can just pop that back on.
So yeah, when we do the update, I might just get myself one of the
LCD ones? Yeah, they're really cool. You can just get them on the web store.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a couple more questions in the YouTube. One is, does the AIO need a separate cable to run an LCD, or is it run through the hoses like the other one?
No, so on the H150, the IQ Link cable kind of ran through, and so did the other, but you actually have, on the pump cap for this, you've got an IQ Link connector, and you've got a USB-C connector on the actual pump head itself. So you can then just literally tuck those around the back of the VRM heatsink and then run it around the back. But that's why I've mounted this one with the one at the top. So both ports are just here, if you can see where I'm pointing. Although I might change that because it's kind of put a kink through on the cables. But yeah, and that's basically where that goes.
And there's another one is statement question, and Nautilus is ARGB versus Titan is Link? Question mark.
That is exactly correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, because I kind of gone over this a couple of times. So, yeah. So the fans at the moment. So the RS fans, they're ARGB with PWM header. So the PWM is the connector on the motherboard, and the ARGB is a connector on the motherboard as well. So the ARGB is obviously what does all the RGB, and the PWM is then what is the smart fan header for those fans. And then with the RX fans or QX or LX or any of the others, those are then in the IQ Link ecosystem. And those are all controlled by the hub that I was talking about that supports the 24 devices and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
So the last thing we want is a couple more cables, which we will run because this actually comes with the... I want to say it's 2 8-pins. Yes, it is indeed. So we need the 2 8-pins for the PCI Express for the graphics card.
Yes.
And then pretty much we're within reason, good to go.
You had the box over.
Did I move the box over here? Like organised chaos. No, I didn't.
Oh, right here.
Is it? Ah.
And thank you, everyone, for attending the stream today. We learned a whole bunch.
We hope we taught you a lot.
I mean, I've learned a whole bunch.
Cool.
Yeah, excited about doing this again. Lucky, perfect. I was going to wonder if you're here, because we would love to announce the winner of the 3500 case. 3500X, sorry. Hello. Yes. If you don't mind drawing a winner, because I'm pretty sure that we closed it at, it was supposed to be at 17:55. Ollie, what time is it?
It is 6:10.
Perfect.
Oh, so we've overrun a little.
Yeah, we did. It's such a nice case. It's such a nice case. So much room for activities. I will post about, like, once it's complete, we'll turn it on and everything.
Cool. So I think then, are we wrapping up once the winner's been announced, or how's it work?
If you want, yeah, I don't want to keep you, but
No, it's fine. I'll stay and make sure that we finish this off for you, so you can boot it up and everything. And then, but if we're finishing the stream now, I'll invite any more questions that anybody's got before we close it.
will I run bottom fans? Andrew said I don't need to. We were going to put a fan in the back here, right here.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Well, I didn't say you don't need to. I just said we didn't need all 3, but you can do that. So if you want to use the extra ones as you've got them, it's actually got where we've put the front-facing audio and the USB headers. We can run it through the notches that are there with an IQ Link cable. So we can literally just move it from the bottom of the connector on the 3 here, run a cable into there, and have the fans mounted there and one on there if you wanted. We just need to make sure we've got enough of the IQ Link cables to do that for you. You've certainly got enough fans to do it.
Absolutely.
I think you could have those 2 fans, and then we'll use the last third one as an extraction on the back there. Any more questions? I'm running 10 in your 5000T case. Upgraded it to 13. Nice. Yes, that is a lot. How am I running? 1, 2, 3, 10, 11. I've got 11 actually in my system. So
There we go. Can I have enough fans?
30 fans in your 9000D. You've got a 9000D already. Okay, fair enough.
Do they? No.
They could do. It's possible.
Aw.
Never enough. Well, the good thing about InfiniRail is you can change it as well, so you can literally have the fans where you want, and obviously it supports the 140s as well as the 120s.
So what did it say on the side here for?
On this, it actually says PCI Express.
Oh, does it say PCI?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need anything?
I think we're done.
30. He does? He's been posting pics. He does have the 9000D. 30 fans.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, we'll have to check that out in the Discord.
Yeah, you make sure you tag us in those, and then we'll make sure we check it out and share it.
I'm so glad you all have fun. Yes, obviously we're gonna revisit this and finish it up how it's supposed to be, and then that will go a lot smoother because of the fact that we'll only have the one thing to focus on. So appreciate all your support and patience and learning.
It's been lovely chatting to you all. Enjoy your Halloween.
So yeah. Oh. Sorry, just kidding.
Yeah, no, don't worry. The giveaway's still happening.
Sorry, was supposed to announce yes, I was supposed to announce the winner. It's okay. It's been a long day. Our brains are shut up. Sorry, let's announce the winner, and Lucky's gonna help us with that.
Thank you very much, Lucky.
It's Lucky got a way to send it to you. So
She's gonna do it right in the chat here. That's right. Yeah. Congrats to Cashflow, Cashflow. I wonder if they're here still. Congratulations. Yeah. So I'll be emailing you as soon as possible, and we'll sort that out. Congrats. Yay. Thank you. There are a lot of people here. Thank you so much, chat. It was amazing. We'll put it all over Discord. We'll put this all over everything, and make sure that you will see the final product. But in order to not have stream run too late, we will probably end it here. So I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. Thank you for everything. Thank you, YouTube. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And we will see you all next time. Bye. Thanks, Andrew.
Bye.